All right, hopefully everybody good. Just checking in with y'all. Got a topic. We got Philly fighters. Okay, sound is good. We got Philly fighters heating up this year. Fighters out of Philly trying to make it happen. And I'm just taking notice of it, bringing it to y'all attention that these Philly fighters is trying to really do some things in 2021. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button while you're here. But first in the building, boxing guy, what up? Fulton going to get that second belt on 9/11. Easy work, Figueroa, and is dumpster truck juice. Shout out to my homie boxing guy stating that Stephen Fulton is going to get that second belt. You feel me? He trying to make big noise this year, Stephen Fulton. You got none other than Jaron Ennis, undefeated welterweight. One of them guys that he could just do it all in the ring, man. Punching power, switch. Defense. He's elusive. He's exciting. He's flashy. You had Gabe Rosado with potentially the knockout of the year over Beck the Bully, Milikuziev. Got him out of there. Philly making some noise this year in the world of boxing. Oh, man. My heart goes out to you, boxing god. Sending my condolences and best wishes to you and your fam, man. Much love to you, man, and for all your support. And we're here for you, man, throughout the journey. But these are the topics. Couple sources. I want to share this while I got y'all here. And shout out to the playback. Big shout out to the playback and everybody that pushed True Media. No doubt, fam. Everybody that pushes True Media. But right now, to start off, Flame of Fame to Philly, these Philly fighters, even Hank Lundy. Shout out to Hank Lundy. I felt they took this fight away from Lundy, man, when he fought Jose Zepeda. A lot of people thought he was going to get knocked out. But Hank Lundy, also a guy like Rosado from Philly who got multiple losses. He went in there and put up a good fight, had a great game plan. He was executing. It was very competitive. He did fade down the stretch, but I felt he did enough to get the nod. But it seems there's an agenda for certain fighters to remain in a certain position to get a title shot. But Hank Lundy put up a hell of a fight versus Zepeda. Go back and watch it. What's going on in Philly? Philly is on some big champ shit this year. Hey, also, let me share this, man. I got one flame of shame. And it's your boy BHP. I got one flame of shame to give out because it's just silly headlines, man. Narratives, okay? It's a particular article I'm going to share with y'all. Let's put up the flame of shame segment. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's see. Look at this. Just look at this title right here. Okay. Now I'm a DAZN subscriber. I don't have a lot of negative anything to say about DAZN. They put on great cards and all of that. Who is this? Christopher Walker, right? Look at this headline. Jaime Munguia sends message to the entire middleweight division with stoppage over Camille Zarameta. I paused on purpose. He sends a message to the entire middleweight division with stoppage over. We got to stop it. We got to stop with the dumb shit. Everything was going good. Momentum. Sometimes you can lose momentum by doing dumb shit. Okay. The mere fact that they attached the Zone News to this headline, that shit, man, bro. Jaime Munguia need to be sending a message to the WBO president or the WBC president about stepping up to get that big champ work. Like, how about go after a title, clown? You're not sending no kind of message getting a stoppage win over Zarameta, the same guy that just got beat. Is that what you're telling me? You mean the dude coming off of a loss? That what we talking about? Come on now. So, flame of shame, man. The silliness, man. To protect this this dude is a roadkill, man, when it comes to this flame. You know what I'm saying? Because he just won't move. He's just there. He just keep this back to higher ups. Run him over again, man. Flame of shame until your ass step up and get some real work with a champ, man. At 160. And if you take the fight with Gabe Rosado, I hope Gabe Rosado blaze you out of there in 5. You feel me? Blaze him out in 5, Rosado. Jaime Munguia has been on some little champ shit for the longest time. And it's time somebody put him on his ass, man. Get him out of here. It's just all of this safety career moving promotions. I ain't got get it out of here. Get it out of here. There's too many other fighters on some big champ shit than for us to be talking about it up again. I just dropped the link for those that want to jump on. We got about a good hour or so. Just depends. But once again, Jaime Munguia sends a message to the entire middleweight division with stoppage over Camille Zarameta. We got to stop the dumb shit. Like I said before, send a message to the WBO president or the WBC president, or one of them. You're in the top 5 in every sanctioning body, so make a choice. Get involved or get your ass knocked out. Just pick. Gabe Rosado gonna whoop his ass anyway, so he can take the Gabe Rosado fight. It's okay. It's okay. I got my money on Gabe for another stoppage. Another stoppage win over little champ ass Munguia. Mr. Little Champ shit. People get mad too when you flame Jaime Munguia. So what? So what? If you're mad about it, take it out on him. Tell him to step up and the flame goes away. Simple shit. Flame for breakfast. Shout out to 1-2. Lundy did deserve that win, and Gabe Rosado is always a live dog in every fight. Every fight. You know what I'm saying? So to entire Philly fighters, man, even the ones that's trying to make a comeback. Julian J. Rock Williams, he's trying to make a comeback. That Jared Hurd work. That's a different combo. We're gonna leave that one alone, okay? Who else, fam? Out of Philly. My homie, 1-2 Kid.
What's going on, man? This is Boris the Bear. I don't like the way you flame Mr. Bully.
Mr. Bully?
Mr. Bully, yes.
Victor.
You keep it simple. Keep it simple like vodka. It's okay. My man went to sleep, hands down, man down. It's all good though. Not many had Gabe pulling it off, but for those that did, it's a good thing. You did so. And shout out to you. Shout out to Boxing God for making that money.
Real talk. Real talk.
I would have did the same thing at work.
Real
Like,
talk.
yeah. You're damn right.
Oh, Herb DMV? My bad. So he not Philly. I don't know why I thought Herb was from Philly. But yeah. So yeah, Philly all around, man. Hey, have you noticed it too? Philly kind of on. They doing some shit this year, man.
Yeah. And it's good because they was having a downslide and then they picking it up big time. Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
I honestly felt Hank Lundy deserved that victory, man, or at least a draw. But the way that especially the way that they scored that fight, I was like, come on, man.
I got a flame of shame. I got a flame of shame to Isaac Cruz. I'm surprised nobody flamed that fight.
Isaac Cruz. I didn't watch that fight.
Yeah. It was on the Charlo card. He fought Francisco Vargas, I think.
Oh, I missed that
man,
one.
Yo, in the 12th round, he landed a intentional 3 headbutt combination.
Damn.
And I was like, damn. But all night he was doing it. Even the commentators are like, come on. And he didn't have to. He was winning the fight. I was a bit disappointed. So Isaac Cruz gets the flame of shame, and his new name will be Isaac Head Games Cruz, and that's what we're gonna call him from here on in.
So you went and got on some football shit, huh? Helmet to helmet.
Yo, 3 headbutt combination. First time I've ever seen it. On the inside, blap, blap, blap. I was like, oh shit. No call, no nothing. I was like, why? He's winning. I don't get it. Dude got up like, what the fuck? Like, he looked at the ref like, yo, then got hit with a 3-punch combination afterwards and then got shoved down, stood up and looked at the ref like, what the fuck? He was like, look at my face, man. Look what he did to my face.
So he split him open when he did the shit?
Hell yeah. That was with another headbutt. Yep. He busted him up. He had a cut probably about 3-4 inches, man, above his eye. Yeah. And he didn't have to because he was winning the fight. The dude's talented. And sometimes he leave with his head because he get low. But when he was on the inside, I was like, oh, nah, man, that shit was intentional. That was some old Victor Ortiz shit times 3.
That's some fucked up shit, dog.
Yeah, I was not impressed, man. He didn't have to. It didn't make no sense, man.
Hey, you remember? Hey, speaking, and shout out to H in the chat. Speaking of not making no sense, remember like when Victor Ortiz was having a good ass moment against Floyd? He had him in the corner and shit, and all of a sudden he just headbutted him. What are you doing? You was having a good ass moment.
Oh, he was having a good moment, but then he missed the same combination again and got frustrated, and then was like, he goated him. He headbutted him. He was like, how do you get him with his head? You know what I'm saying? He bonked him.
What was you thinking about, stupid ass?
Yeah, man, that's awful.
So I guess in that moment he just got frustrated, like, fuck, I didn't land the same combination, man.
Yep, and it didn't land. He downloaded the information for the first. He was like, that shit ain't done. That shit ain't working again. Motherfucker said, how about this? I was like, nah, this ain't a fight, man. This ain't a real fight. You can't be headbutt, motherfuckers.
Hey, out of these 4, man, who do you think will let me see. Jaron Ennis already had a spectacular victory over Sergey Lipinets. He looked great. Fulton, he got this unification bout coming up, so we're gonna see how he look in that. Rosado, potentially, of course, number 1 or number 2 KO of the year so far. Hank Lundy put up a great ass fight against Cepeda. So who do you think will have the best year when it's all said and done?
Maybe with that knockout, I'm gonna lean towards Gabe Rosado. I think out of the 4, I'd have to say Ennis is the most talented, but I don't know how this is possible, but it is. Gabe Rosado, the hungriest motherfucker. He hungrier than the young cats. You know what I'm saying? Like he want that smoke. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Gabe for the knockout of the year, no doubt about it, hands down. The 1-2 award of the year punch goes to this man right here. That man just said, "How do you?" Bow, caught him, slept him.
I like how you set that shit up too, man.
Yeah. Well, he tried to throw it a couple times during the fight, but he missed it. But he was like, "Give it some time." He go run right into it, and he did. And he caught him with that Marquez joint. Bah.
Yeah. And it shows like, like when they asked him about it, it shows like he's actually a thinker in there. And he said he noticed dude kept dropping his hands coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just timed him.
Yeah.
He timed him. Like you said, he missed it, a few times earlier, but hey,
But
all
he
it
was
takes is one
just
time.
missing him. Yeah, he was just missing him, though. Just missing him. He was like, yeah, it's there, and I'm gonna throw it, and he caught him. And I'm not gonna say that the bully's a bad fighter either, because there was some moments in that fight where he was doing his thing. He just no defense, and the vet made him
None.
pay for it. The vet
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, is that what you're doing? Okay, yeah, you knocked me down. Yeah, you beating me up for now, but this I'm just letting you in. I'm letting you in the front door, and I'm gonna catch you with this backdoor punch."
Yeah, that was a beautiful punch, man. I mean, and it just shows, man, like vets seem like they kind of dangerous this year. You notice that like a lot of these young fighters that's trying to make their mark in the sport of boxing, they're taking on these vets. We seen Devin Haney take on Jorge Linares. We seen Ryan Garcia take on what's your boy Campbell. Even though I don't know if he's really considered a vet yet, but he had more experience than him. What else we seen? We seen T.O. take on, the more experienced Lomachenko, and vets is kind of, been showing these youngsters like, look, if you slip up, they
Yeah,
got
this
the
ain't no
experience
easy
to,
work. That's right.
yeah.
This ain't easy work. I know the ropes. It's like, let's see how you gonna deal with deep waters. And
Mm-hmm.
they all passed. Well, two of them passed. Two that you mentioned. Two the latter, both Devin Haney and Tiafimo. But unfortunately, the bully did not. For him,
Yeah,
and,
man, that's another one. That's the second guy from across the pond like that who really had a lot of, I want to say hype, but really people believed that this guy was gonna be the next one, and then he just got stopped.
yep.
What was
I
that
think
one
he'll be
guy?
back though. I think he'll be back. That was young. I mean, he gonna be
Mhm.
back with probably with his hands up. But I mean, the talent's still there. He got slept, but it's early in his career, so I don't think it's a question of his chin. It's more of a question that he got caught with a very real good punch. But he's a very strong individual, and you got to be able to have timing to land that shot. And I'm not sure if he's going to leave that as an opening later on in the game. I
Mhm.
think he's going to be looking for things like that. So yeah, shout out to him too. I mean, I hope he comes back because he's certainly an exciting fighter. But Gabe Rosado, yeah, that's the man right now. Good for him. And he arguably has one of the best resumes at 168 with 2 fights. How about that?
Ain't that some shit, bro?
Ain't that some shit?
I fuck with Rosado, man, and I respect that guy. And it just shows, man. Don't matter how many losses you got, all it takes is one big win and put your name back in the hat, man.
Because the bully
Period
was
for
a hot
real.
commodity. And then he also, with Danny
Yep.
Jacobs, some people he arguably won that fight.
Yep.
So that tells you those, you know, definitely 2 top talents. So hey man, this man got a better resume at 168 than Benavidez or Caleb Plant.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, let me share this and get your thoughts on it. 1-2 kid. Let me see. Says this is a headline from June the 9th. So I just came across this. It says Spence promises to KO Pacquiao into retirement. Fight to have VADA testing. No match clause. Now we talk
Oh,
about
wait a
VADA
minute, wait a
testing.
minute, whoa!
What? Go ahead.
Fight to have VADA testing. They gonna
That's
have
what
VADA?
I mean. It's still yet to be seen because I can pull up the Twitter page of VADA and see if anything updated. But I've been checking like every other day, and they're not on there. But um, like we talked about that. He's saying he's gonna KO him into retirement. We'll see. But what about this no rematch clause? Is that smart? Do you think that that's a smart decision for, say, like an Errol Spence, just in case he get upset? Like how like Lomachenko went in there kind of arrogant, like whatever. I don't need a rematch clause. I'm gonna beat this little kid. I'm gonna beat his ass, and then now you out of all your shit, all your straps, and no rematch clause.
To be honest with you, uh, to fight Manny Pacquiao, you probably not gonna get a rematch clause anyway, unless you was Marquez. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, you think because
I just don't. I think he's at that point where he wants new, fresh guys. This is second young, hard lion that he about to, you know what I'm saying, take on. There's a young up and coming dude. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking either one of them. I'm not knocking Earl for jumping in there with him. I'm not knocking obviously Pacquiao for going in there with the younger, bigger, stronger guy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight, whether there's a rematch or not. It's I could care less because I don't like to watch fights. I like fresh fights because you know how we compare, you know, the
Yeah.
triangle theory. Well, this dude did that to this dude did that to that dude, and then you put
Mhm.
some new fresh stuff in. That's why I'm not saying that the Thurman Porter fight's bad, but nobody asked for it.
Nobody.
Nobody, nobody.
That's real facts. Nobody asked for that shit, man. I mean, I guess we'll settle for it, but that's what y'all want to give us. But damn, nobody was fucking thinking about that matchup. Somebody said Rosado is the U.S. Chisora. That's first time hearing that. The U.S. Chisora.
Yeah.
He a tough motherfucker, man, with losses. But you
Mhm.
slip up. I mean, they say he gave. I didn't get to watch the full fight of the Usyk one, but they say he gave Usyk everything he can handle, man.
Well, that could be vice versa too, because Gabe been around for a long time too.
Yeah.
I don't know who started their career first.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know who got more fights. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But that's my first time hearing that. He says none of them enrolls so much for that.
Nah.
Damn, is what it is, man. You know, maybe they'll do the last 3 weeks. They'll
Yeah,
do like
maybe they'll do the last 3 weeks. Get that shit out
lately.
there.
Be honest with you, with the popular thing this year, they just been doing 5 weeks, man. It's been a
Yeah.
5 week testing.
See? So it did. It came full circle, man. You see what I mean? If it ain't 6 weeks out, it don't count.
It's been
If it
busting.
ain't six, if it ain't 6 weeks out, it's for clout. So you know what I mean? It's not real, like because they can flush it out of their system within that time. So if it's 6 weeks out, then you got a real body testing going on. They really proving to you that they ain't about you know that they about that life basically, and they ain't about that PED shit. But if they doing it too soon like that, then it really don't count, man. Why even leave that question up? That's what I don't understand. Why even put your own career into question when you could just do it 6 weeks out and say, "Yo, I'm clean. Check it." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, oh. What's up, boss man?
No guy test. What's
What's
up,
going
man?
on? Calm.
No guy test.
What's up? What's the topic today? What's up, 1-2 Kid and the man himself, Black?
Going on,
Daily
big calm.
daily sources, random stuff, and then Philly fighters, man. Philly,
Yeah.
they doing something this year.
I mean, Philly had a rough time, like like Tevin Farmer lost and all these people. Tevin Farmer now is a social media guy now. He just takes pictures of him and his chick and all the houses he's fixing up. Um, so it's good to see Philly back on the rise a little bit because remember when he lost, what's his name? That dude got his face turned 360 from coffee. What's his name? Damani Rock. So good for Philly,
Oh,
man. Remember when Coffee punched Damani Rock in the face and almost turned his head backwards?
Yeah,
oh man, I missed that. I want
You
to
don't
see
remember
it
that
though.
fight?
yeah. That's the Sasquatch fight when he spun dude's head around. He came out of shape. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, the
Yeah,
heavier was it heavyweight?
yeah,
Heavyweight. Coffee.
yeah.
He punched him in the face and
Oh
his
hell
face
yeah!
all
Actual
over.
actual got the still image of his face all turned to the shoulder and
Yeah.
shit.
So
Yeah,
it's good to see Philly, doing some good things in boxing because in basketball they ain't about shit.
that's fucked up. You gonna bring up the basketball? We try to give it up
Oh
to him in
man.
boxing, man. Shout
Hey
out to
man.
Philly.
Philly need all the help they can get right now. Gabe Rosado pulling it out, putting Bectamere to sleep. Jaron Ennis already being ducked, it looks like. So I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to fight Jaron Ennis. And I was like some months ago, I was like Jaron Ennis ain't fighting nobody. But since his last performance, it seemed like it's just gone quiet. They don't have no plans for him.
That's
They don't
true.
have they don't have it's just quiet. Like I would think after that performance This dude will be the hot topic. He got a next fight coming up right now. Whatever. Now it's like shit just gone quiet for this guy. So, and that's crazy.
Yeah. Boxing guy said we seen what happened to Thurman without Vada.
What happened with this Vada? What happened with Vada now?
Oh, well, me and one too was talking about, they might do the 5 weeks until the fight and then they'll sign up for some shit because they ain't enrolled yet.
Oh,
but
well, no.
This article I had pulled up real quick was talking about it's supposed to be Vada. So he promises to KO Pacquiao to retirement, fight to have Vada testing, and then no rematch clause. And that was as of June 9th. It's June 22nd now. So we'll see. Let's
That's
see.
all right. That's all
we
right.
will see. Look at that. What kind of belt is it?
This
WBO.
belt don't count because Japan said so. Japan don't represent the WBO. So the next fight between Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence is going to be for the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
I wish I'd have watched that. You know what? I don't even want to watch that interview. Him saying that stupid ass shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know what this dude was
I'm
thinking.
not gonna lie to you, man. PBC guys have been coming up with some real sucker shit conversations these days. I mean, ain't no PBC guy other than maybe Jamel that's talking no real shit. The rest of these guys, every time they open their mouth, is some sucker shit. Every time. Wilder, goddamn Errol Spence, Jamal Charlo, Porter, Thurman, all these guys, just all sucker shit.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
When you bring up the WBO, man, the dudes don't want to come out the house, man. You know what I'm saying?
What division is a PBC fighter actively pursuing the WBO belt though? I'm sure somebody out there that's actively
154.
Jamel?
All right. So other than Jamel, we know Jamel on some big champ shit. So other than Jamel,
man, I don't even know. It depends. I guess it depends on who has it, right?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. So when Gary Russell turned down that fight, Iron Cone, was that for the WBO?
Nope, it was IBF.
IBF? Okay. That motherfucker don't want nobody else belt. Like, fuck this shit. I got the green one.
I got the grain belt.
The grain.
The most precious, most wonderful belt in the world, according to Deontay Wilder.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it was funny, man. It was a funny little live stream. I jumped on H live stream yesterday, one of them 13-hour lives he do. And you know what I'm saying? And I would have a funny little debate with Get the Smoke.
Oh man.
And he was just talking about out his mouth, he was saying like defenses automatically get you into like the Hall of Fame. Like if you got like 10. So he was talking about how like Wilder gets in there, but AJ don't. And
okay.
And all that shit, but that shit was funny, man. That shit was hilarious. We was talking about the defenses and shit. But how many Russell got? Got like 8 or 9?
Man, he got a whole heap. So basically these guys have shifted the narrative now of well, he got, remember, once ago it was one face, one name, and they don't, why they're gonna do this and why they're gonna do that. Now it's man, but look at how many defenses he got. So basically,
right.
If Joshua fought all them, well, according to Anthony Joshua, he ain't one of Wilder's tomato cans. If he had fought all in tomato cans and had like 20 defenses or whatever, he would have been a showing, right? Real Hall of Fame shit. Man, look, stop. These guys make up new narratives all the time to justify their bullshit ass support for these people.
We hunting ducks.
That shit
duck
lit.
hunting, y'all. We duck hunting, y'all.
All kind of quackanese and
quackanese. What's quacking, y'all?
Quacking, bro.
What's quacking, y'all?
All this bullshit. Like it's like they make up new shit every time. Damn. Now he a Hall of Famer because he knocked out a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what I will say though, overall, but when it comes to all the networks, the different sides of the street, it's gonna be very, very tough to choose who's gonna have the best year. It's looking pretty lit you know, on each side, whether we talking about ESPN, the Zone, PBC. I don't know who gonna give us the most lit fights, but it's lit though for 2021. I'll say that. Feel
Our
me?
prayers have been answered, y'all.
Ain't
Oh,
that some
we're going to
shit?
get to big fight. We're going to get to big fights. The big fights are coming. It's me, Manny Pacquiao, and I'm here to drop the bomb. Come to my karaoke event after I beat Earl Spence.
Can you imagine that? He fucking have a big ass karaoke meeting and shit. Meet up after the fight. Say he blazed through Earl Spence, and everybody just be singing with Manny Pacquiao after the victory and shit.
I
Like,
got
damn.
Earl in the fight, but man, the way Earl talking, he like when I knock him out, I'm like, oh man, that's the way that Thurman was talking.
And Thurman said, you know, he do whatever he want. Thurman said he was gonna retire him. Heard it all before. What up, H?
Yo, what's good, Black? Shout out to everybody on the panel, 1-2 Kid, and I believe Iron Kong on here with us.
What up?
Hey, why
H?
you jump
Yep.
smoke the other day? Yeah, you and all them guys jump smoke, man. Come on, H Money.
I didn't do nothing, bro. I just, I just like to talk boxing and
You just watch the
know,
shit happen.
yeah, I think he was to be honest, he was defending Wilder, and people are fed up with Wilder bullshit. But no, nobody's trying to pick on anybody, to be honest. What's good though, Iron Kong? What's good?
Good, Chief.
What's good, man? Shout out to the UGC, of course, man. Well, some great fights this past weekend, man. You know, I'm looking forward to the fights this Saturday as well. So I'm excited. I want to chop it up with my
Who
brother.
we got this Saturday, bro? I forgot. Who we got this
Man,
Saturday?
you got Loma, Nakatani,
Oh,
Tank Davis, Mario Barrios, Erickson Lubin, Jason Rosario. Is loaded.
you right. I'm gonna have to go Lomachenko Nakatani this weekend.
You gonna do that one?
I'm gonna catch the playback on the Tank shit. I'm gonna catch the playback on the Tank.
You think that's a better fight? It's a more competitive fight? Like okay, for sure.
Because this will be Loma's first fight back after the T.O. loss, and then Nakatani is coming off his biggest victory, stopping Verdejo. He got momentum right now, so a lot of people favoring Lomachenko to just blaze through him or whatever, but I still want to see that. You know, I'm more interested in that fight.
Yeah, definitely. Two international stars. Nakatani from Japan. He got, all of Japan that's gonna be tuned in to the fight. You got Lomachenko from the Ukraine. He's big, international. So I think it's gonna be a very good fight, a competitive fight. But that Tank Davis, Mario Barrios, that card is kind of lit because you got Jason Rosario and Lubin on the co-main.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, that co-main event is lit.
Fuck, damn, that's gonna be tough then. So I don't know, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, my lady is a fan of Tank, so we might fucking order the shit. I don't know. I guess I'm about to catch Loma on the playback. I don't know, man. I ain't made my decision up yet, but it's too lit this weekend with fights.
Yeah, it is, man. And I mean, even the zone got some fights. They got Julio Cesar Martinez, a fighter that I like a lot, but he's fighting somebody I never heard of. So it's you got the zone fights, top rank ESPN fights, and you got PBC on pay-per-view, Showtime pay-per-view. So I mean, the way I rank it, I would say the Tank Davis card will be number one because of the co-main event is very good. And the main event is good as well. So I got Top Rank number 2 and DAZN number 3. And I'm Mr. DAZN, but DAZN gonna have to step it up, man. PBC and Top Rank, they putting on some good fights, man. You know what I mean? We got Undisputed, Jermell Charlo.
They on the zone ass this year, huh?
DAZN got to step it up, man, for real, because look at the fights Top Rank putting on. Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Undisputed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, PBC, Earl Spence, Manny Pacquiao. You got, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder on the Top Rank pay-per-view. You know what I mean? You got Brian Castano, Jermell Charlo for Undisputed. We got Stephon Fulton, Brandon Figueroa, Unification, 2 undefeated champions. DAZN needs to put some better fights, man. I gotta say that. All they got is Jojo Diaz versus Javier Fortuna, Zordo Ramirez, Sullivan Barrera. We gotta get more, man.
Damn. You think about it. It's way more competitive this year. That's why I brought that up for you. H came on. Like I was saying, it's gonna be hard to see down the stretch who's gonna have the best year.
Hold on. H Money, are you gonna pay for the Tank Davis card?
Actually, yes. Gotta pay for that one. Gotta pay for Mayweather.
I mean, but did you hear the undercard though, Iron Kong?
I don't care. I'm not paying for it.
Hey, well, Iron Kong said I might gotta think about it twice. Then we might have to stream it. You feel me?
Hey, let me drop the dancing AB for the homie boxing guy. He said I got Manny. Drop that AB.
Yo, what's crazy is that right after all that dancing, that dude got mauled in the ring. Oh my God.
You talking about AB?
Yeah, man.
That's fucked up, man.
He was overconfident, Iron Kong. You remember he felt like he was unbeatable. He was undefeated. He was coming off a tour partying with T.I. and Lil Wayne, and he ran into Maidana, who was a killer. They should never even put him in there with Maidana. That was crazy.
That was a mistake.
Bro.
I mean, he went from Paulie to Maidana. Like,
you know what? Shout out to Maidana though, because he did that to Virgil Ortiz too, or Victor. I'm sorry. Yeah, Virgil. No,
Victor.
Victor. Yeah, he did it to Victor. My bad, Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did the same thing. He was a hot commodity, and he put an end to that shit. And then he did the same thing to AB. So I mean, this dude was, he wanted all the smoke at that time, and he's a rough and tumble guy, man.
That's one of the best fighters I've seen come out of Robert Garcia, little camp or whatnot.
Yeah,
shit. Brandon Rios's and shit, they was all right, but it wasn't. He had guys on that kind of level, but that Maidana shit. If that motherfucker would have stayed in shape and didn't make so much goddamn money in both of them fights.
That Mayweather fight, man. He just sitting there with stacks, like, I'm good.
Oh man, he got so comfortable. I mean, he made cake though. I mean, he was a fucking god in his city or his country or whatnot.
That's a fact. But he did give AB props after the fight too. He said the man could punch, and neither one of them really wanted a rematch after that either. They were like, "Fuck that." AB might have wanted it.
He beat the soul out of AB, man.
Yeah,
he did say he didn't want the rematch. So
was it Maidana who pretty much broke AB, because since that fight never been the same?
Yep, you're right. Iron
That's true. That's true. Could be.
I mean, yeah, he went from after that. He went down to 140, I think, right? Because he took a little while off.
Mm-hmm.
He did get carried in the locker room.
Yeah, he did.
He did get escorted and shit. Like,
I forgot about that.
That man brought that part up. Damn. Yeah,
hey,
that shit, his jaw.
But he never gave up though.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say Iron Kong. Smoke is a soldier, man. He debated like 6 dudes by himself that day. And then, like, later on in the show, he got some dude came out of nowhere, man. This dude named the XO. Then he had some of his Wilder homies with him, and then they start ganging up on me. So that shit was crazy.
Man. That dude got energy, man. I debated that dude
all the time, bro.
I debated that dude for 3 hours, bro. My bad,
He's a beast, though. He's one of the best at it.
He lost me when he said Wilder gets into the Hall of Fame right now, but AJ don't. I was like, you know what, man? Show's over. Let's cut. Go to commercial.
Yeah, man. Smoke ain't gonna let y'all get up on Wilder, man. That's get this smoke. That's Wilder's #1 defense team. That's his lead attorney. That's my guy. Get this smoke.
Oh, my brother Toby Bartlett said, H Money, Eddie gonna step it up now. He's exclusively for DAZN. Yeah, I see the fight camp. He announced those fights. I think they got Conor Benn versus Adrian Granados. I don't know, man. He got to do better than that, man, because they got Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence.
Conor Benn versus Granados.
Yeah.
I think fight camp is like his, like it's like a small, it's like only like it's a small card thing. It's like like domestic fights and shit. But I think after that, I think DAZN has to start asking more from Golden Boy. Golden Boy has to start really, getting these fights made. Put Zerdo in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Make some fights. Put Jaime in there with Andre. They can make fights, but Oscar De La Hoya is just, I don't know. I remember Oscar saying he's gonna leave to go to Triller and all this shit. So the zone has to start asking more from Golden Boy. To be honest, I don't think Golden Boy is putting their weight.
I don't have that many fighters no more like that. They got like
they only lost Canelo.
Yeah, they lost Canelo. Yep. So who they got now? Just Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia. You got
JoJo.
JoJo Diaz, Blair Cobbs, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, Zordo Ramirez. They got some guys.
They can make fights, but I don't know. Like Golden Boy, it's like after Canelo left, it's like it just ripped the soul out of him. It's like they didn't have nothing else. So if that's the case, then do cross promotion. Put Zerdo in there. I would love to see Zerdo versus Bivol. Why not? Right? Put Ryan Garcia in there with goddamn Devin Haney. Make the Virgil Ortiz fight versus Terrence Crawford then.
Yeah, but you know what, Kong? The fighters gotta want it too. So
okay,
I guess they gotta be like, yo, I want this fight. I don't hear, well, actually, I heard Ryan calling out a whole shitload of people, but it to no avail. Even De La Hoya was like, yeah, that shit ain't happening. I ain't gonna put you in with Manny. I want you to keep your eye sockets. It's like shit.
I think in one interview he said Ryan just does that for the internet. Some shit. Like, God,
yeah, I played that shit on my life. That
was you that played that?
Yeah. Man, that's
he's just doing it for the internet and some shit. He's social media. Like, damn. Exposed.
So better can be done. It's just you have two promoters under the same banner, and one of them, Golden Boy, looks like they don't want to do no kind of cross promotion, nothing. They just want to keep having these fights, low quality, low resolution fights. Every time I see their press conferences, it looks like they don't have on the fluorescent lights. It looks dark, it looks dingy, it looks low quality.
Damn.
I don't know. Golden Boy needs to do a lot better. That's my opinion. All the big fights that happen on the zone so far have been matchroom cards.
Just say what it is. Say what it is, Kong. They protecting their champions.
That's what it is.
Hey, H or Kong, anybody? What's the next big fight in women's boxing right now on the horizon? What's coming up that's in women's boxing? The big fight, like, is it unification or something? Oh, other than franchise, that got delayed because of Teofimo want to pop for COVID and shit. Get better, get well soon, sir. But anyhow,
he wanted to pop for COVID.
Hey, they out here. The rumor is motherfucker was gonna make weight, so they just had to make sure his temperature went up.
His weight, wow.
Yeah, that's the rumor out here. He wasn't gonna make weight, so they had to put a little COVID interference. But hey, I can't deny nor confirm those allegations. But
the only thing I have for women is the World Boxing Super Series wants to do the 130 tournament, and that should be okay as long as the names get in there. I like that. I like the tournament setting a lot. Tournament settings prevent ducking. As long as you're in a tournament, you know who you're going to fight. Mm-hmm. So that's the next big thing I know coming up for women's boxing. And I already know the one chick that Top Rank has, Michaela Mayer, she's not going to get involved in that. Bob Arum will not allow her to join that tournament. So, which is unfortunate, but whatever.
Yeah, tournament sounds good. And the winners get the most money and throw some bonuses in for performances. And then these, certain people ain't got to worry about money. They need to do that with the guys. I would love to see a tournament at 135.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
147.
Or 60.
Or 60, yeah. Instead of these guys holding on to their belts.
You got H Money's guy Jamal Charlo saying Andre need to fight Montiel. What we talking about?
What?
Hey, that's crazy.
Bro,
Jamal said that?
Yeah.
That's it. That, what
little Charlo gotta stop with this, man.
Hey, Iron Kong, you said that's my boy Jamal.
He said your boy.
I mean, shit. I was rooting for him this. I was rooting for him this Saturday, and man, I was showing some support for him because I kind of like what the Charlos like the way they like brothers. They they got a lot of love for each other, and I like how Jamal Charlo like outside the ring. He's a family man, take care of his family and things of that nature. I like the Charlos as like people, but when they say that shit is like, yo, how I cannot support that shit at all. You know what I mean? You just look like a duck out here. Now everybody jumping on them right now. Cause shit, everybody going in on these guys, man. So I can't defend it right now. You know what I mean? I'm actually, I've been an Andrade fan the whole time. So, shit. Charlo just looks bad when he says that. He looks like a fool. Montiel. Now you're gonna use Montiel, so you could duck him. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just put his tough opponent for him. He just used him as a meat shield and was like, "Take this guy on."
Bro, that's
hey man. Hey, hold on. But we know he learned that shit from. He ain't the first one to do that on PBC.
Yeah, that's true.
Floyd did that. He said he told Keith to fight Spence, man.
That's true.
We seen that shit before.
Yeah, that's like Demetrius Andrade saying, Jamal Charlo, you got to go beat Liam Williams first. Then
Selecki or some shit. Yeah,
it is.
Selecki.
But check this out, Black. Yeah, he did it first, but that don't mean you got to follow suit. That's your decision. So to even pull that out of your ass is kind of like, that's a low key duck right there.
Yeah, it's a bad look. That's all. It's just a bad look. Like you really don't want to fight the best.
No, he just wants that Triple G and that. Well, I can't say he even wants the Canelo fight because he turned that one down. He wants that Triple G smoke, and Triple G wants that Canelo smoke. That's
he
it.
He wants to build up these. I think he want to do the Wilder blueprint low key. Just get a bunch of defenses with the WBC, man, and say, hey, man, I got hella defenses out here.
I mean, but is it a strategy? Because why are you going after a guy that you know is not going to fight you? Why are you? That's like a narrative to just avoid fighting all these other guys.
But do we give him credit for beating Sergey Derevyanchenko?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
I'll give him full credit for that. I mean, I thought that was the best he looked in a long time, even though he
can't live off that.
Right.
Right. We can say that he got a better win at 160 than Demetrius Andrade, But still, man, this guy has been a champ there longer than you and been wanting all the smoke.
And Munguia stopped Montiel. Munguia.
For real?
Munguia, that's crazy, bro.
And so I'm like, damn. But I mean, he did pull off. I mean, he pulled off the win. I didn't think that Montiel was even close to winning. I think he had moments, but yeah, man. After that type of performance, though, at the same time, it's like even he criticized himself. But then to just say, "Nah, Andre, go fight Montiel," like, what you trying to do? Like, what you doing now? We giving out fights and shit. You a matchmaker? I thought you said you ain't a matchmaker. You trying to make a match right now between two other fighters. Well, like the whole shit is corny.
In that same interview, he said, "Yeah, I own Lions Only Promotions, but I can't make fights. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all this." But then right after that, well, he need to fight Montiel. I'm like, yo, Charlo, just shut up. Just say you don't want to fight the man, and we cool. All right, I understand.
And don't seem like anybody want to fight that guy.
Well, they ain't gonna, they're gonna keep saying how he trash and how he's a joke and all that. But if he's trash and he's a joke, then that should be an easy tune-up for you. Then go ahead, get that tune-up, bro.
Hey man, I'll put it like this. Billy Joe popped for that fight. Charlo turned down $7 million, cold, on his own network. And then you got, Canelo saying he's a horrible fighter. He'll never get the fight. Like, that's just not the energy I like to see in boxing. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you would expect these guys to go ahead, snatch up that WBO and, move on. Decent payday, belt, legacy.
I agree with you, man. And I seen some footage earlier today. I didn't know Demetrius Andrade trained with Virgil Hunter. Andre Ward's trainer. I seen Virgil Hunter was training him early in his career. So, Andrade, man, he learned from some of the best. I think Andrade beats Charlo. Charlo, he does have a puncher's chance. Charlo's not the biggest puncher. Andrade's chin is not the best. We seen Andrade get dropped by Vanez Martirosyan. We seen him get hurt by Liam Williams. He wasn't hurt that bad, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. I lean towards Andrade. I think Andrade beats him, but it looks like a fight that we will never see. It might be like Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. The fight probably would never happen.
Right. I agree. Yo, H, I agree with you on that. But I'm the reason why I lean towards Andre is because of the energy from Charlo. That's telling me that Andre already won. You know what I'm saying? He won that battle. So he's already winning, and you showing the type of energy that you don't want to fight the guy. And it's like, hey, it would make for bigger fights afterwards, man. You just took this dude out that everyone dislikes. So that's going to benefit you. And you got another title in the process. You just unified the title, So, what don't you have to gain by fighting Andrade? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. He's chasing Triple G. See where it gets you.
Hey, so say Andrade Charlo don't happen. What should Andrade do at 160? I heard some rumors that he might fight against Chris Eubanks Jr. What are the options, Iron Kong, for Andrade?
Chris Eubank is not going to take that fight against Andrade. Chris Eubank and Roy Jones, after he beat that Marcus Morrison guy, was calling out Kell Brook. They was calling out Kell Brook before that, and they called him out again after that. Chris Eubank wants Triple G, but once again, Triple G has signed off for the year. He's going to fight Ryota Murata in Japan, probably in Saitama Super Arena on New Year's Eve. That's a big fight for Triple G and big fight for Japan. Maybe, and it'll do good numbers on the zone because the zone is big in Japan, huge in Japan, right? So Chris Eubank not going to take the fight. They've been offered the fight a while now, and they still haven't replied. So they don't want that fight, right? Everybody calls out all the other champions except Andrade. And when they finish, they say, oh, he not no good fighter. He trash. Well, if this man is trash, I'll say it again. If he's so trash, why don't y'all go ahead and get that quick tune-up then? Take his belt off him and get him out the sport. So Chris Eubank is not going to take the sport. As far the fight, as far as I knew, that was supposed to be a fight in the UK. That's a pretty decent card in the UK. Chris Eubank Jr. because of his name. And they haven't taken the fight yet. They're not going to take it again. So that fight is not going to happen. Andre's choices right now then is to maybe leave the division, because if Triple G don't want to fight him, Charlo don't want to come to the zone. Charlo don't want Andre to come over there. Chris Eubank don't want to fight him. Chris Eubank wants to fight 147, two broken eye socket, Kell Brook. Triple G trying to cruise out his career. He's ducked Andre multiple times, even though his coach, Jonathan Banks, has told him to fight Andre and not Deverenchenko.
That's crazy.
Ryota Murata, well, God knows about him. Who knows? He's in Japan somewhere hiding.
So Iron Kong, Demetrius Andrade is a champion at 160. He has a belt, and he can't even find a fight. He's a champion with a belt, and he can't find a fight. Say he goes to 168 without a belt, they really won't fight him. They're going to say, you don't bring nothing to the table.
No, well,
he's a champion with a belt that can't buy a fight, even for $7 million.
If you're telling me a man is out here offering $7 million, a man is saying, look, I'll even come to your network and fight you, and he can't get no fight. And if Demetrius Andrade is correct, if it is true that Eddie Hearn added another $5 million onto the guaranteed Canelo purse, making it $40 million, and Canelo still said no to a 160 fight with him, then we have a problem. But for some reason, Demetrius Andrade gets all this heat, and nobody puts the heat on the people who keeps turning him down. That's a problem in boxing, H-Money. You have a champion at 160, and you want to tell me nobody finds it necessary to, look, man, I can get a belt off this guy. Where's the heat for Chris Eubank? Where's the heat for Triple G? Where's the heat for Jamal Charlo? Andre gonna have to leave the division.
Yeah, I'm saying, but if he leaves the division, then he's not going to be a champion. He doesn't have a belt. He's not going to have any
He can
leverage.
activate his mandatory at 68.
And then, but the
Who's the
problem is,
champion at 68 with the W? It's
Canelo.
And Canelo said he'll never fight him. So he's
Then
gonna.
then we'll expose Canelo. He can expose Canelo with that. Duct him in the 3rd weight class.
But here's the problem with that. If he does that, I think what H Money's saying is, at that point now he vacated his belt after he activated it, and now he's at 168, and now he's got nobody that wants to fight him, and he don't have a belt to bring to the bargaining table.
You don't think nobody at 68 want to fight Andrade?
Nobody wants to fight him at 60. Nobody's gonna want to fight him at 68.
Who's at 68? You got Canelo,
Billy Ho again, or what you call
Billy
it?
Ho who ducked him in the past, Canelo who ducked him in the past. So you got 2 guys that's already ducked him.
Benavidez.
That's PBC, and you know the PBC ain't trying to mess with him like that.
bro,
You know what I mean?
PBC don't even want Benavidez to
But
fight,
when it
man.
comes to Benavidez, man, I think Benavidez will fight him, bro.
I think Benavidez might. I think he'll want to, but I don't
He ain't
know
one
if
of
his
them
team
other
will let him.
PBC guys, man.
Yeah. But I don't think Caleb would fight him, and I think that would be a great fight.
You don't think Caleb Plant will fight him?
Nah.
Hold on. Whoa. Let's not. It was David Benavidez's team.
You mean tell me the boogeyman at 68 too? Come on.
Hold on. It was David Benavidez's team that said they want to marinate the Caleb Plant fight. That's on text. I can find the article. No, it was Benavidez's team who turned down the Caleb Plant fight.
Yeah, correct.
Because they want to marinate that fight. And then Benavidez lost his belt on the scales.
Damn. Karma.
Yeah, somebody asked Benavidez about that on the show, and he said
he never denied that shit either.
He said something his team or something like that. I'm not sure. But I think Andrade's best bet is stay at 160 where you a champion, you got a belt. Hopefully, he could get a fight, man. One thing about Don King, man, this guy was making all the fights. I'm talking about since back in the day, the Rumble in the Jungle, Ali versus George Foreman. Don King make the fight, the Thriller in Manila. The rubber match between Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. This guy made so many undisputed champions. Mike Tyson became undisputed. Holyfield versus Lennox Lewis. Don King put that fight together for undisputed. Bernard Hopkins became undisputed middleweight champion. It was a middleweight tournament with Felix Trinidad, William Joppy, and Keith Holmes. Corey Spinks became welterweight undisputed champion when he beat Ricardo Mayorga. Don King put those fights together, man. You know what I mean? They got to force these fights, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on in boxing, man.
Yeah, it's ducking going on, bro. Like that thumbnail 1-2 we having. It's duck season, man.
It's duck season.
It's bullshit what's going on, really, man. And I mean, I got to tip my hat off once again to the PBC. We got an undisputed fight, Jermell Charlo and what's his name? Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. Yeah, shout out to Top Rank. We just seen Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. Yo, man, they got to make it happen. Eddie Hearn got to make some fights happen for Demetrius Andrade, man. Eddie Hearn is his promoter. Eddie Hearn needs to make it happen.
Hold on. How does that work? You're offering people more money than they ever made. They keep saying he can't force people to fight Demetrius Andrade. He can't force it.
What do you expect Andrade to do? Should he just leave Eddie Hearn if he can't? The guy making offers, man, to people, and they turning it down. So what else can he do? Should he just leave?
The offer to Charlo that he showed with Radio Raheem, but did we actually see an official offer, or did we just see something he showed on the text, or did we? I'm asking the people on the panel, did we see an official offer?
Did we actually see it on paper? I didn't see the action.
Paul Andrade was on a Boxing Voice yesterday, and he also confirmed that yes, we did send him this offer.
Yeah, we sent them. We don't know exactly what he sent, but they did send the offer.
Okay. What about offering to send Andrade over to PBC to fight him over there then? And Andrade Charlo still said no. His team is on saying they'd rather fight Montiel. Would you like me to put
you're right. Iron Kong is right. So Iron Kong, say the Charlo fight don't happen. Now, what about those fighters that Eddie Hearn got in-house? He got Triple G, Billy Joe. What about all the guys on his side of the street? The the Triple G's, like I said, Triple G's, the Billy Joe Saunders, Daniel Jacobs, all of those fights in-house. Why not those fights?
Hold on. So Triple G actually has his own promotional company, like Canelo. He's not signed directly with Matchroom. He's in association. Like if he does a fight, Matchroom would be doing the all the the legwork or whatever. They'll promote the fight. Triple G has turned down Andrade out of hand, turned it down. Right? He was asked about that fight when he was fighting Steve Rolls. He ducked the answer. Jonathan Banks is on video saying, I told Triple G to fight Andrade and not Deverenchenko. He said no and fought Deverenchenko, and in my opinion, lost that fight. Triple G put himself on ice for the rest of the year to fight in December when he could fight Andrade in the summer and still said no. It's like people want more from the guys who are making offers to fight, but we don't demand more from the people who keep turning down these offers. Put heat on Triple G. Put heat on Jamal Charlo. I'm not sure what else Eddie Hearn or Andre can do. Right? It's like here's this boatload of money. Would you please fight me? No.
Well, what if we do it on your network? No.
But let me just say this now, Iron Kong. Now, Triple G is on the Zone. He is on the same network as Andrade.
Yeah.
Now, the same pressure that we put on Jamal Charlo, the same thing that Eddie Hearn was trying to show offers that they sent Jamal Charlo, why he don't do the same thing with Triple G, who's on the same network? Eddie Hearn should put that same pressure on Triple G.
Because Triple G has the best contract in the world.
Yeah, in the history of the world. Company.
That's
got a
crazy
piece of the company.
too.
So he
in the history of the world.
And
he can do whatever he wants.
And if he goes in there and he does finally get that Canelo fight, because that's all he's doing. He's on ice, like Iron Kong said. This dude is not on no big champ shit. He just he really wants the payday. Because he wants the payday so bad because that motherfucker gonna get stopped when he get in there with Canelo again.
Hey, right quick. Hey, Marius Boxing. Marius Boxing, California. What's up? All right, he said his mic wasn't working in the private chat. Go ahead, fellas. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, Iron Kong. Now, Triple G is on the same network, right? We put pressure on Jamal Charlo as we should. Now, Eddie Hearn himself needs to put pressure on Triple G, the fighters on that network, to step in the ring and fight him. All I see is Eddie Hearn saying, oh, Charlo needs to fight Andrade, but I don't hear Eddie Hearn pushing Triple G and the fighters on that side of the street on the Zone to fight Andrade. I don't see the same energy from Eddie Hearn.
Actually, after Andrade's last fight, Eddie was in the ring calling out Triple G, saying, yo, why are you icing yourself for the rest of the year? Fight Andrade in the summer.
Fact.
Right?
Yes.
But Triple G is not really beholden to Eddie Hearn. He's not signed with Eddie Hearn directly.
But he's on the Zone. Yeah, so the network
is not Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, but the Zone should be pushing it. The network, like they should be pushing for that fight.
Why what they got to do with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, but doesn't Triple G have a piece of the Zone?
Yes.
Isn't he a stockholder? So he's got a voice behind closed doors to say, this is who I want to fight. This is who I'm going to do, what I'm going to do. So he basically set up his duck pond.
Yeah, but Eddie Hearn, he also has a piece of the Zone. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn puts pressure on Jamal Charlo to fight Andrade, but Iron Kong.
Money.
Hey, shut up. Hey, that's a troll, bro. Fuck you.
Oh,
that's troll.
I'm glad you caught that quick because I was like,
I know that troll. He be following me everywhere.
Hey, that nigga be quick with it, fire. Like, hey, hold up, fuck you. So let me get back to the business.
He said that's a troll.
But yeah, Iron Kong is right. Eddie Hearn called out Triple G last time. After Andrade's fight, and said he should fight Andrade. Damn, man, it's crazy, man. Andrade's in a bad situation, man. He's 33 years old, and he can't even find a fight, man. It's crazy.
He's not gonna make 160 forever. He's gonna have to leave that division whether he wants to or not.
He ain't been there that long though.
Do this dude be coming back with like multiple accounts?
Yeah. Let's put him on. Let's see what he got to say.
Oh Lord.
H Money.
You a bitch. Fuck you.
I just want him to say he said your name, so that's good enough. H Money, bye.
H Money.
Free promo. Yeah.
Free promo, right? He just want to shout you out, H. So there you go. You got fans, bro.
Man. But hey, man, I mean, Andre can still fight the always dangerous Juan Macias Montiel.
Damn.
Should he do it, Argo?
They got to beat another nobody. That's what they gonna
Should he listen to Jamal and do what he say to see
Hell no.
if that man is bluffing?
Bipolar.
Call his bluff, right? Just call his bluff.
Man said, I'll break David Benavidez' neck. I'll do this. I'll do that. Okay. David said, okay, well, let's fight. Nah, man, you ain't old enough. You ain't vaccinated.
Hey, maybe he's trying to sign Andre so we don't gotta fight him. Who knows, man? I don't know. I just don't get the shit, man.
I got breaking news, y'all. Tevin Farmer moves up to lightweight. He's officially 135 pounder now. Tevin Farmer.
He said that a long time ago.
He going after JoJo.
He just put a post up. He said he moving up to 135. Yeah, I heard he's a free agent too. I heard Matchroom dropped him.
He was with DeBella, really.
Oh, DeBella. Okay. They had a co-promotion.
Yeah, co-promotion.
Yeah, I forgot. Yep, you're right.
But Tevin Farmer got to make up his. Are you gonna be Instagram dude with your chick, or are you going to fight? Because whatever his issue was in his last fight with JoJo, I hope he sorted that shit out because he looked weird in that.
Yeah, room. That shit.
Doing all this weird shit.
I was like, what is he doing? I didn't understand what was happening. I'm like, this ain't how to do fights. I was like, man, this looks awful for him. I don't know what he was doing, man.
Who would y'all like to see him mix it up with at 135?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I want to see him in a fight first, at least a little comeback fight first to see how he looks, because he didn't look good at all in his last fight.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta see it.
I don't even know who I want. I don't even know who I want to see him fight. To be honest with you,
coming off his last performance, I feel the same way as Kong. I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna be back on in a second, fellas. Is this Jamal, the real Jamal?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll be back.
I'm gonna slide off. I'm at work, so y'all be easy. Hey, Jamal, peace to you, bro.
Hey, Iron Kong, when's the next time you going live?
I don't know, probably today, later on today.
Around noon.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Iron Kong, man, appreciate you, brother.
Peace. Hey, peace, Jamal. Peace, 1, 2, kid. Back to work, man.
All right, cousin.
Catch you on your break.
What y'all talking about?
Shit, man, a little bit of everything was good.
Shit, man, same old thing, man.
Where I see you at? I seen you on a channel recently. You was roasting Gary Russell or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was you. I knew that was you.
Yeah,
hey, Jamal, how you feel about Jamal's performance against Montiel?
Oh shit, I think he washed him, but he got hit.
Yeah,
he got hit more than what he's supposed to. But it was a good fight. He still washed him though. But everybody had bad endings every now and then. It is what it is. I ain't mad at him. He did what he's supposed to do to him. I wanted him to. I felt like he supposed to got a knockout or a stoppage or something. But it happened. You got hit a little too much. It happened, man. So I ain't mad at him.
All right, but what about his comments after the fight saying that Andre should fight Montiel next?
No, nigga, hell no, nigga. You need to fight Andre next.
That's right.
Why he want him to fight the loser? Oh, y'all fight? No, you see, that's the thing. That's your smoke, my nigga. To me, you act like you scared of Andre, my nigga. You scared of him. Why the hell you telling him to fight the loser or y'all fight? You need to be saying, oh, dog, he need to fight me next. I want him next. So, man, that's bullshit, man.
That's coming from a Texas native right there.
Man, he don't want nothing to do with him, though. That's the thing. He don't want nothing to do with Andrade, man.
Nothing, man. Like, come on, bro, man. You got to stop this scared boxing shit, my nigga. Go on, fight, man. Go on, fight her. The thing about these folks, man, they don't want to take L's. Everybody want to keep their O. So you ain't gonna want to fight the elite, the same boxer that's on your level, because y'all don't want to take L's, man. You'll want to go fight True. You'll go call out Triple G though.
Who you know you're not going to fight, who's also ducking you and everybody else. The only one he's in the game to fight Canelo, and then he's going to retire.
Man,
That's it. That's his plan. You can already see it. So I mean, it's honestly not even worth flaming because Triple G is irrelevant as fuck.
Yeah, Triple G
Just,
irrelevant.
how he's holding on to that belt, I have no clue.
And the thing about it, nobody don't have a problem with that. Nobody don't have a problem with Triple G fighting bullshit. Ain't fighting nobody. Why? I'm trying to figure out why nobody got a problem with that.
Yeah, I got a problem with it. He need to go ahead and retire.
Well,
you got three guys that want to fight each other that they know that they're not going to fight. You got Charlo trying to fight Triple G, Triple G trying to fight Canelo. So, and Canelo don't even really want that fight. And it's just like, and they're just riding on that narrative that whole time. Well, I'm just going to wait for this fight, and I ain't going to fight nobody in the process. So it's just like a train. You know what I'm saying?
He got two people he need to be fighting. Like it ain't no problem for him going and Triple G too, cause Triple G a champ. But he know that's the weakest link though.
I don't even know if it's that. I think it's that he knows the Triple G won't fight him. I think he just holding on to his belt and he hopped on the duck train. And I think Triple G doing the exact same thing. He's on the, he's not on the caboose. He's ahead of Charlo because he started doing it first. So, you know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, they both on the same train.
They got to fight, man. There's some bullshit.
And you got, and I don't know why people don't flame Munguia like they be flaming Andre, saying he ain't fought nobody. I'm like, why Munguia ain't in there with Andre? I'm like, this dude can't buy a fight. This dude's a champion, a two-time world champion. And if he's such a sucker, then go clean him up.
But they know he's not a sucker.
Go clean him up.
They know he's not a sucker. They know he's a good fighter. There, Canelo talking about he's a horrible fighter. Canelo, if you're a horrible fighter, you would have been fought him and took his belt, nigga. The way you try to fight Yildirim and them dudes, but they don't want that type of smoke with this kid because they know how good he is. You feel me?
Andrade is not no easy work for nobody. So all that he ain't he a horrible fighter. That's a goddamn lie. If he, like you said, if he a horrible fighter, nigga, fight him.
And you know what's sad? The saddest part about it is all three of those guys can pull off that victory, but they don't believe in themselves. That's the problem. And they promoters don't believe in them.
They probably trying to age him out and shit. Wait till he get old, then fight him.
And that ain't for Triple G because he gonna age himself out waiting on that Canelo fight.
Man,
maybe that's what Charlo doing.
You got to fight. You already got it 2 times. Why you trying to get it? Well, if you want to, I guess whatever, man. But nobody want to see that shit, man.
I want to see these guys go on like Charlo Jermel. That man's like calling everybody out in his weight division. He going and he's snatching the straps. He ain't ducking no smoke. When people are talking about fighting them, or he talk about fighting guys at 147, 160, he don't care. He like, I'll fight you. I'm just gonna get this undisputed, and then I'll fight anybody. I'm like, shit. He calling out anybody and everybody, and he doing it undisputed.
Who Canelo?
Jermel.
Oh, Jamel. Oh, yeah.
Canelo going for undisputed too. But what I'm saying is when you telling somebody who is in a different weight class than you telling them they'll never get the fight, that's not a championship energy. Like, to me, it's not. You know what I mean? I like the fact they're going for undisputed, but
Jamel gonna get him. Jamel gonna get him. He gonna have to get one of them belts up. Cause when Spence get these belts and he move up to 154, he gonna automatically come to mandatory for one of them belts. So either you gonna have to get that belt, or you gonna have to go and move up to 160. Point blank period. Cause Spence gonna fight. No matter if we friends or not, Spence gonna fight. So either I don't know how this scenario gonna play out. Either you gonna have to get a belt up, or you gonna have to move up, you gonna have to do something. Cause Spence going up to 154. That automatic he gonna be the mandatory for one of them belts. Either way it go.
Yeah, he need to clear up that butt work though.
Huh?
He need to clear up that butt work though, man.
Guess what though? When he say, like he said, Once I get this belt from Pacquiao, I'm gonna go over here and see what he talking about. If he ain't talking about now, I'm just gonna move up.
He also said you go get a belt and we can make it happen. That was in
Bruh.
2018.
Right, that was 18, did 21 now. So like you
Right,
said,
exactly.
I'm gonna get this Pacquiao belt. After I get this Pacquiao belt, the third belt, I'm gonna go over here to the other side of the street. I'm gonna see what he talking about. If he don't want to do shit, I'm moving up. I don't know what else he can say. He said he gonna see what he talking about. So either Bud gonna take it or you not gonna take it. What your boy gonna do?
Hey, I hope he take it.
We gonna see.
I hope he go for it. You know what I
He-
mean? I mean, but if he only getting paid $2,000 to fight him,
Man,
then
stop it. No, cause Bud already got that.
because
Already.
if it's 80-20 now before the Pacquiao fight, what's it gonna be after that? 95-5?
I don't
Is
know
that
what it
gonna be
gonna
the
be.
offer? And then he'd be like, oh, he ain't want to fight, and then move up.
I don't know what it gonna be, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it gonna be. He gonna get some. You gonna get some. Guess what? Whatever you get, it's gonna be higher than what you been making.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna pull out the duck. I'm gonna pull out the duck gun before he do it, and quick quack, boom. Hey, this man gonna duck Bud again.
Man gonna call out Bud after the Pacquiao fight. Point blank
We'll
and
see.
period.
Yeah,
He gonna
call him out.
It ain't number. It's a one-way road. You can't go number one way after you get the third belt. Bud at the end of the fucking rainbow. So that's it.
95-5. 95-5. We'll make it happen.
No, you can't get that man on 95.5. No, you gotta at least get it, man. Yeah, 60-45 with me. You gotta take 60-40, dog. If you say
60-40 and 60-40 after this fight, absolutely. I'm totally with that. If he pulls off a W against it, yeah, I'm with that.
Cause I ain't never seen nobody with 3 belts. Champions got that get somebody a 50-50 split. It just don't work like that.
AJ was gonna do it. AJ was gonna do it with Tyson Fury. He was gonna give him 50-50.
Oh, okay. Did he get it to him?
Tyson Fury made moves.
Yeah, that's because Fury. That's because Fury is the number 1 heavyweight at the time because he beat Wilder and he beat Klitschko and Fury undefeated. That's why, because Fury, is ranked number 1.
Right, but I'm saying after his comeback, he didn't defend the title. He came back, and then when he came back, this man still said to make Undisputed happen, we'll give you 50-50, which I thought was a damn good offer. A damn good offer.
So why Bud trying to fight 140 pounds? Let me ask you that right quick. Why are you trying to fight 140
Because ain't no
pounds?
147 pounder trying to fight him.
You a goddamn lie. Boots trying to fight him. He could easily fight him.
He could fight Boots. Yeah, maybe he could fight Boots. But
right. So what's the problem?
But we talk about hey, why ain't Spence jump on that Boots shit?
See that Spence fighting.
Ain't nobody talk about fighting Boots at this moment, and it would probably be a good thing. But
why ain't nobody talking about fighting him?
Who fighting who?
Boots.
Bro, ain't nobody ducking Boots. Boots only beat Sergey Lipinets. Boots got about 27 fights, and the only person we can name is Sergey Lipinets, who came up for 140, and Lipinets wasn't even shit. You know what I mean? So, Boots ain't ready for no Bud. Boots team, his team won't even put him in there with Bud right now.
I look at it like this.
That's all talk, bro. That's just fighter talk. I'll fight this person, that person. But his team, they ain't trying to put him in there with Bud right now, bro.
Man, them folks trying to get everybody. A lot of folks turning the man down.
Like who?
Bud turned him down.
Bud ain't. They sent him offer. They ain't never sent the offer, bro. To turn somebody down, they got to send them some paperwork. It's all talk. It's like internet talk. Like, no, hear me out though, bro. That's internet talk. I called this dude out. That they ain't presenting Bud no offer, so Bud ain't ducked nobody, bro. Let's be real.
Man,
Boots a baby, bro.
Goddamn, you want
Boots
to fight
a baby in the game.
And goddamn, man, how you baby in the game with that 30 fights?
Who he beat besides Lipinets? And looking at
fuck
him up
that.
for
Who he
140.
beat? Shit, the man got star power right now, my nigga.
Yeah,
He got to get his chain. Like, come
yeah,
on
he's
now.
a good
You can't
fighter.
keep
He's
saying
a
who
good
somebody
fighter.
beat.
I'm saying
That
he's a
game
good
over
fighter.
with, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's a good fighter, but his team ain't even trying to put him in there with Bud right now. His own teammate.
But Virgil Ortiz goddamn want to fight him though.
Well, Virgil Ortiz, he called them out after the
Want to
fight,
fight
but
Bud.
Virgil Ortiz about to fight somebody else. Now, Virgil Ortiz, the mandatory, if he really want that smoke, activate that man, though, and let's make it happen. But instead, I think Virgil Ortiz, who is he about to fight? I think they mentioned somebody. He about to fight Mean Machine. Virgil
He finna
Ortiz.
fight. He finna fight Green Bean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he about to fight Mean
And
Machine.
guess what? And guess who? That's who. Bud gonna fight after that right there. The one out of that fight.
He gonna beat the shit out of Virgil, bro. And I like Virgil. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
I want to see. You know who I want to see Crawford fight? I want to see him fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, undisputed at 140. He said he want to move up.
Dog.
That'd be a good fight. Josh Taylor at this point in his career is a better fighter than Manny Pacquiao right now. Josh Taylor just beat the shit out of Jose Ramirez, beat the shit out of Regis Prograis. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao ain't fought in 2 years, and he 42 years old. So that's gonna be an easy fight for Spence. Right now, Josh Taylor will whoop Manny Pacquiao. Right now, Josh Taylor will whoop Manny Pacquiao, bro. He 42. He hasn't fought in 2 years.
He beat Keith Thurman. You think
2 years
Josh
ago
Taylor can beat Keith Thurman? You think
hell
Taylor can beat Keith Thurman?
Keith Thurman's shot, bro. Keith Thurman he's done. The nigga ain't fought. Keith Thurman, bro, ain't been the same since them injuries. We seen Jose Cito Lopez get on his ass.
They don't have stopped.
I'm saying Keith Thurman ain't the same fighter, but he ain't good no more. Keith Thurman ain't shit no more. Josh Taylor beat the shit out of Keith Thurman, bro.
Thurman's still a top 5 welterweight.
But he ain't fought in 2 years. He can't be a top 5 because the nigga ain't fought in so long, bro. And before that, he wasn't doing shit.
You know, that'd be a good fight for Keith. Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis.
They don't want nothing to do with Boots them dudes, to be honest.
They don't want nothing to do with Brother.
Now would be the time while he's still young and he's a little green.
You remember Keith when Earl was coming up and he was saying he ain't want to fight Earl the same way, Keith? He don't want to fight no young niggas like that. They said Keith might do a rematch with Sean Porter.
Not a bad fight, but not a fight that nobody was calling for. I want to see him with a fresh dude in front of him.
I think Ugat's a good fight though for Boots though, Jamal.
Oh, shit.
I think Ugat's
that's a good fight for Ugas don't want to fight though.
For real? They said that?
Yeah, Ugas don't want to fight. He want to turn it down, man. Yeah. He turned it down. Boot they just said that Ugas turned it down. He ain't want to fight him. They just said that shit. I like, oh man.
Yeah, I heard Sean Porter said he wouldn't fight him either. I know Crawford to fight him, but they ain't sending no offers, man. They don't want that smoke with him.
Why how Boots got to say how he a challenger sending an offer to a champ? How that don't work like that?
I mean, he calling them out, like, you know what I mean? Send a term sheet or something like that. If you really want it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, make an offer.
He supposed to be on his Spence on undercard too. Boots supposed to be fighting on the undercard. Yeah, he supposed to be fighting on the undercard. Or that Pacquiao and Spence fight. So I want to see who he gonna fight. Who gonna step up?
Yeah, it seems like nobody want to give him a shot right now. You know, he young and shit. So they, the older dudes, they probably don't want to. They don't want to risk taking a loss to this young dude.
Yeah. Danny,
he ain't gonna do it. They did spin the same way.
But Crawford ain't one of them dudes that's avoiding them. Now,
how about a Jose Cito Lopez or a Conor Ben fight?
Jose Cito Lopez versus Jaron Ennis?
Yeah.
That's a good fight. I like that one.
That's not a bad fight. I'm not
That's a
mad
good
at
little
that.
fight right there for him.
And that's a good experience fight because I just felt like Lipinets was way too small to be in there with him.
Hell yeah.
Like he beat up on a midget. And I'm not saying Lipinets can't fight and that he ain't had of experience in there with top guys. I'm just saying like size was definitely a issue in that fight. And
That's
he's
the good
striking
fight
too.
for him. I agree with you. Jose Cito Lopez, that's a nice little step up for him. And Jose Cito Lopez, very tough fighter. You know, he gets some good experience fighting somebody like Jose Cito Lopez.
With a good punch too. So yeah, that would
Mhm.
you get a good gauge. You could get a good gauge on Boots fighting a guy like that. Where his power is too.
I
You know
want
what
to
I
see him
mean?
fight AB.
Oh, he
AB.
gonna beat the shit out of AB.
I wouldn't mind seeing him fight AB.
He'll fuck AB
He ain't
up.
finna
That
beat
wouldn't
the
even
shit
be
out
a
of AB.
fight.
But I still
AB
want to
can't.
see that.
That motherfucker AB can't even beat a Santiago the last dude he fought. Like a lot of people thought Santiago won that fight. You know,
What's up with AB, man?
AB's washed up, bro. That's what's up
Yeah,
with
he
him.
watched. Yeah, he watched. But
Shout
he's
out to my
still,
brother,
but he's still
Red Glove.
entertaining.
Yeah, he entertaining. You know, and that's the name to put on your resume. Like for Boots to put AB on his resume, that's good for him. But AB ain't gonna fight Boots. He ain't gonna
Yeah.
let Boots just put him on his resume like that. He ain't gonna do that.
I don't think Mikey will fight him
No,
either.
Hell
Mike
no.
ain't
No.
gonna fight him.
Well, Mikey ain't scared. Now, Mikey been in there with Spence. It's not like Mikey is scared, but it doesn't make sense. You know,
Right.
it doesn't make sense for Mikey to fight Boots because if say Mikey beats Boots, then he goes, oh he beat a hype job. Boots was a hype job and shit like that. So he ain't gonna do
He
that.
ain't
You
gonna beat
know.
him though.
Yeah, he probably
He
won't
ain't
beat
gonna
him.
beat
More
him.
than likely, he won't beat him, but he won't even. That don't make sense.
Damn,
Like to make these
crazy.
fights, they gotta make sense, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta make
Mike talking about
business.
he want to fight Spence again, man. If you don't sit down somewhere, bro.
And Mikey should fight Bud or something like that, but he probably a duck that fight anyway.
Hmm.
He ain't gonna do it. He already got his ass
You know
whooped
he
by
gonna do.
Spence, so
Yo,
he ain't gonna do that.
would be a decent cash grab and a decent fight if they made that shit happen. Is Danny and Mikey.
Danny versus Mikey. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good fight. That's a great fight right there for both of them.
Yep. And it'd be Puerto Rican against the Mexicans, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Like I think it'll sell. They both decent names. I think it could help Danny out, but Danny talk about moving to 154, which I think is a mistake.
Oh yeah, and he probably because
Gonna get your
154
ass
is
beat.
like.
Go.
That 154, that division is like up for grabs. Like most of the fighters at 154 got a loss, right? Like you
Right.
got Tony Harrison who got a loss. Tony Harrison just had a draw in his last fight, man. He don't look the same. Jared Hurd got his ass whooped. Julian Williams got knocked out. Man, all them dudes got a loss right there
No,
at
I
154.
get it. It's up for grabs, and it's
Yeah,
hot potato in that division.
Lubin.
But them guys is bigger. They hit a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? And they punch resistance is probably a little better. I mean, I think
Yeah.
if he got in there with a guy like Tim Tszyu, we might see a first knockout of Danny Garcia.
Yep.
I think Danny could beat Tony Harrison though. I'm be honest.
You think? I don't know. I think you know what? Maybe I don't know though, man. I think I
His
think
last
Tony
fight,
Harrison, I mean, that dude, he can box and he got a
yeah,
jab and he's long, and that's the one thing that Danny don't like. He don't like them jabs, man.
yeah, he
Them
could box.
jabs keep him at bay.
Tony got a good jab too. He could box, he can move, but I seen his last fight, man. He don't look the same after that
Yeah.
knockout loss to Charlo. Like he just fought a dude I never heard before, a bum dude, and he
He
had a
does
draw
gas.
with him.
He does gas too.
Mm.
Yeah, Danny might get him though.
Yo, a Hurd and Danny, that'd be like a knockout drag out fight. But you know what? I don't know if Danny can handle that type of weight on him all night.
Yeah, he gonna be
What the
fat.
hell happened to her? He ain't even the same no more.
He
I
took
mean,
too much punishment.
yeah, he take too many shots, but the one thing he does do is lean on them fighters, and he's always bigger than his opponent. And when he leans on them fighters, that's how he gets them knockouts. Because he leans on him. He's heavy-handed, and then even though his punches speed don't move up or go down, it stays the same. But the guys on the other side of him slow down from all that weight and all that pressure. So I don't know. I think Danny would look good in that fight, the first 6 rounds. Landing big shots all night. But then I could see a turn of events later in the fight.
I'm
But
finna head out, y'all, man. Shout out to the UGC. Shout out to my brother Black Horseman. Shout out to Jamal, 1-2 Kid, and the new brother on the panel. Man, come check me out, man, on H Money Boxing. Whenever you get a chance, Jamal, come check me out, 1-2, man. Much love to everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Peace out, my brothers.
peace.
All right.
All right.
That Phil Fema say they got the what's name? He pulled out the fight talking about COVID, but the ticket sales wasn't doing good. That's what it was. Well, I tell you.
I don't know, but I think that Danny and Mikey fight, I think it's a good payday for both of them, and I think it's an exciting fight. I think that makes for an exciting fight. You got a counter puncher with a big punch, and then you got an offensive guy, who's also got a big punch. I would go as far to say is Mikey probably hit just as hard as Danny.
Yeah.
So
I think Danny's gonna move up to cash out against Tim Zoo because they offering big money to any of those to Jamal and any champions. Jamal,
I think Tim Zoo definitely underrated, and I think he come in the fight. It would be an interesting fight. I'm pretty sure it'd be a good fight, but I take Tim in that fight. I take Zoo. I take Zoo, but I think the Mikey fight would definitely be a big money fight, and the Mikey and Danny. I think that would be. I don't know why them guys ain't make that happen a while ago.
Yeah, I heard they were trying to make it happen, but something I don't know. Mikey, I think he was just taking many breaks from the sport.
Yeah, that'd be a decent fight, non-championship fight, but definitely worth a watch. I'd like to see how that turned out. And it'll put either one of them right back in the mix.
Yeah, exactly.
And Big Doe in the process can't knock it.
Appreciate y'all holding it down for me, man. Just got back to the house. What's up, Boxing Learner?
What's up, UGC?
What's happening? How you feel today, bro?
I'm feeling pretty good.
That's what's up.
It's fight week. I'm looking forward to the Barrios Tank fight. It's kind of got me kind of curious. Even though it's not the fight I wanted, it's still a good fight in my opinion.
Oh, okay. What about Nakatani Lomachenko?
That fight's not getting any promotion at all. Top Rank is dropping the ball again.
Damn, Bob.
Yeah,
Bob.
We don't have the budget. What do you mean?
Lazy, gritty Bob. He lazy and gritty. How you can't be both?
It's the nature of the business. We don't have the budget.
It's no business.
So no promo for Nakatani Lomachenko. What did Jamal say before he jumped off? Something about
just one
before...
little thing.
Huh?
Yeah, they should have been doing it at least 3 weeks out.
What?
The promotion just did it. They did like maybe 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
But
Jamal was Jamal saying some shit like before T.O. popped or failed his COVID, the sales was doing good or wasn't doing good?
He said it wasn't doing good, but I don't know. I think to be honest with you, I can't even speculate. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it could be that, or it could be that that he got COVID and it messed up his asthma. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know either. But oh well. Hey, you know what? And then he moved. From what I heard, the date is moved to August 14th.
Yep.
And from what I know, Mean Machine and Virgil Ortiz fight that same night. And then they moved, I think, another fight on that same day. So it's crazy. He moved to the 14th. And it's like other fights are being moved to that date as well now.
Yeah, it won't make sense, to be honest with you, because you're really hurting your ratings when you do that. Like even with week coming up, it's like we looking forward to to like I'm looking forward to the Rosario and what's dude's name? Damn,
And Lubin.
Lubin,
Cuban
yeah.
fight, and I think that deserves praise. I think that's going to be a decent fight, and but to have that on the same night, it's nice to have options. But it's like, damn, man, you doing yourself any service by putting it on the same night as Lomachenko and Nakatani. Ever did it? I mean, y'all should work that out because the boxing fans want to give these guys their full attention, and you
Yeah.
actually making it harder.
That's-
So
Yeah, it could
it's
be
like
true.
so that kind of sucks. But it's good. It's nice to have options and big fights at the same time. I'm not complaining about that, but
Yeah,
you know, shit. Let me give the energy to both the guys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because and you know, as for the there's some curiosity in the Tank fight, but at the same time, man, the way that motherfucker segued through 135, I'm not feeling it.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's one of the hottest divisions, and he just, you know, I think, Broner did that too.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, you know, I was watching the promotion for the Tank thing, and they was talking about, you know, how he was fighting the best at 130, 135. Now he's about to fight the best at 140.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
flamed the shit out
Yeah,
of
I
that
saw
comment.
that shit, man.
I flamed the shit out of that shit on the All
That shit
Access.
looks
He said it. He was
scripted,
like,
man.
"Yo, you like Mayweather?" And I'm like, "Oh, 135." I'm like, "Yo, wait a minute. How y'all just segue past 135?" Like, yeah, and you beat everybody at best at 135. And I'm like,
Just
who'd he fight at 135? Like, I was like, just give me one name, one big name at 135 with the supposed four kings and all that shit. And you just was like, you know what? Let's just hop over this division and fight Mario
ridiculous
Barrios. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It didn't.
at
It don't
all,
make
bro.
business sense to me. But I don't know, man.
It makes politics sense because they both on the PBC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's gonna make a lot of, you know, they gonna matter of fact, this one is not in San Antonio, but that one is gonna probably be in where?
Atlanta.
Oh, that's in Atlanta. That's where
ATL.
he live now. So it's gonna sell out probably, but
It comes back to saying the same thing. Guys talented, but it's kind of make you wonder: do they believe in they fighter, or are they just trying to hold on to a title and a name and an O? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't think Tank afraid of these guys. I think his team is just the way this team moving, but you
Yeah,
got to have some say.
they trying to milk, man. They trying to milk
yeah,
him for as long as they can milk him.
yeah.
They
It's a
don't
big,
want to take any unnecessary risk.
yeah. It's a big problem. With it's the team. The teams are the big problem. I was just watching the thing about Conor Ben. He wanted to. A lot of people wanted to see him fight Florian Marku and that David Ajanesian guy, and they was like, no, we're not interested in the 50-50 fight right now. I'm like, wait, what you mean? Because he's making too much money for him. That's what it is. Tanks makes too much money for these guys to put him in a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, it seemed that way. They don't
Milking
want
the
the
system.
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it
that's how
sucks
they go.
because could you imagine a fucking Tank and T.O. fight or a Tank and Haney fight or a Tank and Ryan fight? How much buzz they would have. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's like how much money that would generate, how much fame that would generate, how many belts that would generate. It's like, come on, man, you guys.
yeah,
And then with a name like that on your resume, and you a hot topic on top of being now you are a pay-per-view star. You know what I'm saying? Now you made
mhm,
that attempt by rolling the dice with yourself and saying, yeah, I got this. You know what I mean? But it's his team just like, we don't want you to crap out because then we can't make no money off you.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
pretty much.
That's why I want Josh Taylor to get more promotion because he actually took the hard road.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he needs to. A lot of people feel like he needs to rematch Regis Prograis, and I think that'll be a good rematch. You know, if there's anybody that deserves a rematch, that's the guy. But other than that, I think he pretty much beat everybody convincingly.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say
Yeah.
so too. And he been in there and he showed in this last fight that he could dig and think under pressure. And you know what I mean? So
Make adjustments.
make adjustments. And shout out to him, man, for being the undisputed 140 pounder guy. And as for him and Bud fighting, or moving up, but from 140 fighting a smaller guy, it's like this dude is not a small guy.
Mm.
Ain't nothing small about this guy. This guy could easily make 154. I don't have a doubt in my mind. You know what I mean? So it would be a great fight. I think it would be a fantastic fight. Two undisputed fighters, guys that been in there and went through 140 and pulled off the dubs.
How many times in history has that happened? One, two is what I wonder. Where
Two
two undisputeds from different weight classes met up and fought.
Oh, I don't know. They got undisputed in the same weight class, but they're gonna
In the
meet
same weight class.
but they'll meet at 147.
Yep.
Right.
So, but both of them guys have that accomplishment under their belt, which should say more. And these guys should be getting more money, and these guys should be getting more promotion because they went the right way about it. And when they got to offer 50-50 to guys who have nowhere near the accomplishments, that's sad just to get a fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man.
But I think he's gonna do one homecoming fight. Then he's probably gonna move up to 140 to 147. Yeah.
He deserved a homecoming fight, man. He deserved it, man. Just take you a little homecoming fight. Let your fans enjoy you, and hopefully you don't get clipped in your homecoming or some shit.
I that's what he said about TO2. He was like, "Go ahead and get undisputed, and then holla at me."
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because he did it. So I mean, you can't. He's practicing what he's preaching. So he's like, "Go ahead and do that." I don't think he's. Shit. This dude was in there with Prograis going bomb for bomb, and I don't think he's terrified of T.O. I think that's just a narrative. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a narrative, and I'm a T.O. fan. I enjoy his style. I think he did what he had to do. I think he's the 3-belt unified champion, and you know what I mean. But yeah, man, why not just take the Haney fight and clear up the division? What's so wrong with that? You know what I mean. I flamed Canelo for not doing that. I flamed it. It don't matter, you know what I mean, who the guy is. It's like, yo, man, go ahead and clear up your division and be undisputed. I mean, if you're gonna be out here claiming it, why don't you,
Yeah, right. And that's all we do is holding to what they say. It's like,
right?
Has he really taken over yet? Like, you beat one top, you beat a couple top guys, but
I don't feel like I do feel like he's the number one guy at 135. But you know what? Hey, go ahead and tell him, show him. Oh, why is this dude just talking? Same as with Andre. You know, if he's such a bum, go clear it up.
Hey, hold on. We'll get to that. But I got to interrupt y'all to tell y'all about these real flames right here. Let's talk about the Phoenix. Let's talk about the Phoenix, how he just rose from the flames. Gabe Rosado, boy, is back on top.
Oh, wow.
That dude, that's my dude. I always love Gabe. That guy right there is the definition of a true fighter. Fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, any place, and give them the hardest fight they've ever had. And this dude, like, people shit on him because of his record, but they don't even realize this dude's been robbed on the scorecard several fucking times with fights he should have won.
It's a fact.
Very good fighter. Now,
and you know what, Tony? Yeah. You know, I was just brought it up too. I said, this dude arguably got one of the best resumes at 168 in 2 fights.
Crazy, dog.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 fights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's hungrier than most of these young guys. He got a hunger in him at this stage in his career with his losses and all that. And you know what? He making the way. He making his own way. Shout out to Gabe Rosado for doing it the right way.
That's right. He said 35 years old, he's still young in the game, ready to take them all on.
Yep. So who should he fight, Berlanga or Munguia?
Beat the fuck out of Munguia, please. I want that fight, man. Because McGee not gonna step up, so I'd rather him get knocked out by Gabe.
Hey, man, you know what? I'd rather them two fight and then fight Gabe, because I think Gabe's a bigger name or a better fighter than both of them right now.
I'm gonna tell you.
Rosado's better than both of them. So I mean, I think they should fight each other to fight him. Be honest. I mean, what hasn't this guy done in his boxing career? His resume speaks for itself. Who hasn't he not fought? I mean, who has he not been in there with? You know what I mean? How many times I arguably thought he beat Jacobs? I arguably thought he beat Charlo. You know what I mean? Shit.
Well, the thing that's so fucked up, listen to this. The thing that's so fucked up about the Jacobs fight is they announced him as the fucking winner. And then they took it back. Like, what?
Yeah, like that Super Bowl when they turned the lights out at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like the same shit. They were like, "Oh, hold up, wait, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, we
No,
gotta
there's a
work this
glitch
shit
in the
out."
matrix. We gotta
Yup.
redo this. Hold on. But yeah, but back to Teofimo Lopez. I agree. If you the takeover, then you need to fucking take over and beat all the other champs.
Mhm.
Agreed.
And I don't believe this COVID shit with him. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. I do
That's
not
true.
believe it.
It's a bit suspect with being that his pops didn't have a mask on and was doing an interview, and I'm like,
Oh, it's worse than that. There's this
yeah,
YouTube channel, right? I don't know the name of it. I just stumbled across it. Dude's
Okay.
got like 10,000 subs. Very small channel, okay? Buddy looks like an overweight Tim Tebow. He looked like Tim Tebow in 20 years,
No, this fool
fat and
did.
out of shape.
Damn.
Huh? Yeah, but
Overweight
that's
Tim
what
Tebow. Goddamn.
yeah, that's what he looks like. But here's the thing about it. Tio and Cambosis was on there the day before Tio got COVID. And Tio was sipping on tea, laughing at Cambosis. There was nothing wrong with him the day before. And now all of a sudden he's sick. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn. Even Bob Aaron be having his mask on. What the fuck wrong with these dudes?
yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, whether he got it or not, though, I mean, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. He wants this fight. Politics may be involved. He might be pulling some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna let the smoke clear and find out if he cleans up with Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because he is talking. His pops is saying, "Yo, you know, we'll fight Haney," but then I don't know. The energy kind of changed a little bit, and I'm like, "Yo, man, just follow through, man." Shit, I'm out here giving you promos and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know,
come on,
good
man.
ass promo. He out here.
I'm like shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's a little
That
nervous.
motherfucking New York edit you did. That motherfucker, he got to
But
hold
that
up.
was, but that wasn't just for Tio though. That's because motherfuckers saying that they was gonna come through and take over Brooklyn. They're gonna take Brooklyn. You know, the Ukraine gonna take Brooklyn back. I was like, all right, now I gotta rep my city.
No, but his fucking highlights made that shit fucking dope. You know what I mean? So he got to just keep that energy up. Stay on that big champ shit, man.
Real talk, man. He put that work in, man. At that point, I just wanted to say, and I said that too. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna switch up when you get that stardom.
He said it. He did too.
I think it's the pay-per-views. I think they probably moved it back so he can get a better chance of get more people buying the pay-per-view. And so when he goes back to Top Rank, they can demand that pay-per-view. They say, "Hey man, we did good on Triller, so we demand that we want pay-per-views on ESPN." If they don't do good, then they probably won't get the pay-per-views that they want.
But didn't he already sign?
That's not what I think it is at all. What I think it is he's nervous. Whatever it is, he sees something in Cambosis that he does not like. And I'm going to tell you why I feel this way. Because there's a sign that you could tell when another fighter is fearful of another fighter. I'm not saying scared.
When he took his shirt off?
No, not when he takes his shirt off. No, when they start to bulk up in muscle and they look more muscular than they've ever looked before. It means they're nervous. They're trying to put on the fucking armor to protect them from what's about to come at them. And I saw Tio put on a lot more muscle.
What's gonna come at him? This is George Cambosis. Is he some heavy?
I thought he lost to Lee Shelby, to be honest with you.
It's not about that. It's not about that. You got to look at it like this. So, Tio, even though he beat Lomachenko, I thought it was a draw, but I could definitely say that he won the fight, depending on how you score the second round. You know what I mean? I have no issues with him winning. The issue, though, with that fight is when Lomachenko opened up, you could see the speed really affected him. Loma was getting in, teeing off, catching him left and right. Cambosis, while he may not be the most powerful, is extremely fast. And Cambosis is fucking fast.
Tough too. Tough guy. Yeah. He come in to fight. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, he's not gonna lay down. He's not gonna give up.
Nah, you know what I mean. He coming from down under, and he want that smoke. And I think Tio gets him. I think Tio gets him though. Yeah, I think Tio gets him. But
I agree.
If he's having that, we've seen it. We've seen it after the Nakatani fight. The way he was talking, I was not feeling that energy.
Yeah.
I was not fit. That wasn't Big Champ talk. Even though he made Big Champ moves, that wasn't
I agree.
Big Champ talk.
I agree. Like he make Big Champ moves at 35. Hands down, he's the number one 35 pounder. But it's talking, it ain't Big Champ talk. I be like, damn, T.O., I can't get with this shit. But do y'all agree with this comment right here from Mango? He says Kambosos has faster hands and better footwork than T.O.
Faster hands, likely. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all think so?
Agree. Yeah.
What you think, 1-2?
I mean, in combination, possibly, but in explosiveness and with it's debatable. You could debate that. But but he does.
I seen T.O. His hand speed, man, is
right. It's good, but it's few and far in between. So with a guy like Kambosos, he's putting them in combination.
Barrage a barrage of shots. He's gonna throw like 4 or 5 at a time, not one or two.
So he throws more combinations. Well,
and he gets
definitely
inside.
more than Lomachenko.
He gets inside and does his work. He does a lot of work on the inside.
Yeah. So Black. So think about this, okay? He moves very similar to Loma. Now he's not as good at angles, but he does move similar. But he's very fast on his feet, and he puts combos together probably faster than Loma, but he doesn't have the same pop. Like Loma definitely hits harder than Kambosos, but I would argue that his hands and combos are way fast. Not way faster, but they are faster than Lomachenko's, in my opinion.
Okay. Now, what about his pop? Now, I think that you got to really put pressure on T.O. to have success. We've seen when Lomachenko started putting pressure on T.O., that's when he has success. Not backing up. T.O. will fuck you up backing up. Does George Kambosos have enough effective pressure to go in there and dismantle of T.O.? Because otherwise, I don't see it happening.
Well, that's all he has. That's what I'm saying. He's just pure pressure. He comes at you, and he's very fast. But the downside to Kambosos is like I said, he doesn't have the same type of pop that Lomachenko does. He may hit you faster, but they're not going to hit as hard. And I think T.O. versus Loma was a combo of the punching power with the speed, whereas Kambosos is just going to have the speed. So that's why I agree that I believe that T.O. will get him, but I think he causes him a lot of fucking issues.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I
Absolutely.
mean, it makes for an intriguing fight. Like I want to watch it now. The way y'all saying that, but it just, if that's all he got is just coming forward, like I don't know, like this, can he do anything else can he do it on the back foot? Can he,
Well,
here's the big question. 1-2, who got the better defense?
I think
it's about the same.
Yeah, they're both not great.
Yeah, they're both not great. I think the one thing that's gonna be the factor in the fight and why I got T.O. pulling it off is not because dude can't fight on his back foot or what have you. Because I think what T.O. does is he takes breaks and people take full. Like I think Lomachenko was taking advantage of that, and he put that out there like, yo, I'm gonna put these B's to him. It would be clear shots, clean shots. But when T.O. would launch back, that's what was backing. You know what I mean? When he was launching back and he was getting touched and it was hitting his arms or it was hitting him in the face, he was like, oh shit, hold up, wait. In that 12th round, he was on fire at first, and then T.O. just started cracking him. And when T.O. started cracking him, he was like, hold it, wait, reset, let me figure this shit out again. But by that time it was too late. You know what I mean? Because he had him on his back foot. So I think maybe we'll see, but I just feel like T.O.'s power is going to be a factor in the fight.
And that's the real thing too that I see. Like in this particular fight, it's going to be one of them fights for T.O. if he can do it, if he does do it. But I think my best suggestion is this is the type of fight to where the guy cannot hurt you like you can hurt him. Bite on your mouthpiece, take a shot to give a shot. And I think that'll be the difference. If he eats a shot to do a counter shot, I think that's how he beats him.
Yeah. Yeah, because he definitely gonna walk through some fire though. He gonna walk through some fire, and then that's gonna tell you, like I said, the one question I got about T.O. is mental. His mental fortitude in there, but he did show even in the last fight, even though his dad told him to coast, he went for it. and that's what really pulled. I think that's what pulled the fight out for him. So
That
he
last
does
round,
have
for
that.
sure.
So I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of questions there. So but definitely a fun fight to watch.
Yeah, because they kind of rushed Tio a little bit. To be honest with you, he only has like what 16 fights.
Yeah.
Did they? No, they. I don't want to say they rushed him. That's what he wanted to do, right?
Yeah,
He
they
wanted to.
moved him fast. Okay, they moved him fast.
Yeah, he was on a fast track. For
I'll
sure.
give him that too. Not only was he chasing motherfuckers, he actually signed the contract and got in the ring with him.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on as far as his actions in the ring. It's been on some big champ shit. It's just do less interviews. You know what I mean? Just the talking to be kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but I will say this. What I hate about Tio is what I hate about Charlo. What I hate about other fighters, right? When a motherfucker has a style like Devin Haney, Andrade, they always have different energy. They don't want to fight those guys. But they'll fight any other fighter but those types of fighters. And I can't, like, you can't be tough one way, but not tough the other way. You're either taking all challenges or you're not. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're taking 99%. It's the 1% that matters, that nobody else wants. And that's my biggest issue with him. Fight Tio or do the rematch with Loma. Solidify yourself is the best.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we got what Nakatani Lomachenko this weekend. If Lomachenko wins, I'm almost for sure that's gonna happen next, man.
I don't think it
Tio
will.
versus Lomachenko. You don't think so? The
Tio
rematch with
Tio has said multiple times he will never give Loma a rematch.
You know what? He also said that somebody was gonna buy him out of his contract, and he was pretty much done with Top Rank. Then he restructured his shit with him. And Bob Arum on record saying that, you know, he plans on making that rematch happen. So Tio can say whatever he want to say. We're gonna see. Bob said something different.
That's the thing, man. I don't believe some of these fighters or these damn promoters. so I don't know what the fuck.
I just believe Bob would rather Lomachenko had them straps than Tio. If you ask me,
he would. But the only way I'm gonna say this: the only way that Lomachenko fights Teofimo Lopez is if Bob Arum gets him to fight Devin Hayes and go up. That's the only way. I don't think Nakatani is going to be the fight that makes the rematch happen, no matter how good he looks.
Hey man, Bob Arum got some he got some weapons at 35 though, right?
Yeah, Richard Coleman, he's still down there. And I still think he's hungry.
Like when you think about it, like say if you're just looking at it from like I say a war standpoint and the type of troops you got, what type of soldiers, Top Rank got some motherfuckers at 35 to where they still hungry, like Lomachenko hungry. You just mentioned Comey, boxing learner. Of course they got Tio right now. 35 is kind of Top Rank.
Bob Arum has got the best fighters in damn near every weight class. Like,
damn, bro.
Damn near all the best fighters are with Top Rank. That's where me and Iron Kong like disagree about promotion. Like, to me, there's more than just promoting a fighter on commercials. It's also getting them in contention to be considered one of the best of the division. There's that side.
He's a hell of a matchmaker. He know how to get the right fights for these guys to
at
get
the right
exposure.
At the right price. Like,
at the right price for him.
Hey, he'll rob the fuck out of you. He'll take your money, but he'll give you
the shot. Yeah, he'll give you the shot.
I mean, sometimes we got to say it might be worth the sacrifice sometimes, right? Because he's going to give you the platform. You're going to get the exposure. But after that, it's up to you to promote your damn self after that.
I'm just saying, at what point does he push the promotion, you know, of the fighter? Because that's only going to benefit him. He gets a percentage of the sales.
Yeah.
So, no. What I mean by that is like this is what I mean, okay? So I think he does a good job of promoting fighters because Jared Anderson, the real big baby, is one of his fighters. This is doing what, 7-8 fights, and we already know who the fuck he is. Shakur Stevenson, he's signed with Bob Arum. People know who that is. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's got all this talent,
but you know what, though?
He got fired.
It don't matter who Shakur signed with; people would know who he was.
Right, but my point
I
is
do
that,
believe
well,
that.
maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Because you have
Mango
so
say he hope Nakatani beat the snot out of Loma. Damn.
Yeah. I'll be
Loma-
rooting for Nakatani, but I just think Loma is gonna. I think Loma's gonna post some shit out and just be like, "Yeah, man. I mean, he got them basics and all those things that he does. I think that's gonna be a problem for Nakatani, even with the reach and height. He don't have the speed. He don't have the speed like Lomachenko, and I just think I think it's gonna be a one-sided bout. To be honest with you,
It
I think
might be.
Nakatani gonna be trying to fight all night, but I think I mean I could be wrong, but it's just the way I see it.
You might be
So
right though.
I'm gonna say this: Nakatani gets stopped by Lomachenko.
Oh shit.
I think he
Stop.
stops
That'd
him.
be a statement.
I think he stops him. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Disrespectful. Love Joe.
No, not at all. Because you gotta understand, like, I was trying to tell somebody on here a long time ago, Verdejo has never been the same fighter since he got into his motorcycle accident. He has never looked the same.
Hey, if he stops Nakatani, he definitely getting a rematch with Tio.
That's a statement right there, man.
He definitely getting a rematch with Tio if he stopped Nakatani, right? Right, Groundhard Sports?
Yeah, I think Bob controlling the traffic with these belts, man. He finna because he didn't want Theo to beat Loma in the first place, so he gonna get Loma that rematch somehow.
So see, look, he didn't even need a rematch clause. Bob had his back.
But it's still up to Theo, right? Can Theo still like find a way of like
Hey,
fight
bro,
somebody?
I don't even think so at this point. With the extra
Yep.
money he just gave that motherfucker, it probably was in the deal. Like, okay, I'll give you this extra bread, but you're gonna fight Lomachenko in a rematch.
Yeah.
Hey, I put
So
it
you
like
think-
this: Teofimo go in there and beat Haney, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but
Jump
I'm
up to
telling you,
140, do whatever you want,
Hell
man.
yeah, because
Big
you
champ
real
shit.
undisputed. With no
I'm-
dispute, hell yeah. Tio can then you the man.
I
Nobody
don't
even
believe. I do not believe this fight, no matter how good Loma does, will lead to Tio. The only way Loma gets Tio is if
Man,
he
it
fights
will.
Devin Haney first. I believe
I can-
that's what's gonna happen. I think the next fight for Loma will
They
be
want him
Devin
to
Haney.
eliminate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing about it.
Yeah,
Devin Haney's got a lot of bad attributes to stylistically go against Tio because he's super fast and he's super young, which means he's not going to get tired. You know what I mean? He's not going to fight Tio like he fought Linares. He's going to be on the back foot 100% of the fucking fight, and it's going to be on Tio to chase him down. Whereas if you put Lomachenko in there with Devin Haney, you got a guy who can keep up with him in speed. So to me, it's just a smarter move. Put Loma in there with Devin. Let Loma, if he can't beat Devin, and then you do the rematch, and it'll be even bigger.
What up, Zone?
I don't think Bob's trying to put it in there.
Lisa, good morning. Fury is in the best. My bag, Groundhard Sports. Go ahead, bro.
No, I just said real quick that I don't think Bob trying to put his fighters in there with Devin, man. He's trying to keep all them belts in house at top rank.
Well, that's the thing. Loma doesn't have a belt.
That's why he keep bringing up Taylor and Crawford too. He trying to control the traffic, bro.
Yeah, but listen, Loma does not have a belt. So if Loma fights Devin Haney, Loma's in a chance to win a title, to take it from Eddie. Bob doesn't lose a title off a Devin Loma fight. He does lose one if Haney beats Tio.
Right.
It's just smarter. It's
He
smarter.
lose everything. He lose everything at 35.
But I think he looks at Devin as a risk though, because if Loma loses again, I mean he can't bring him to Tio. Everybody gonna know that he, prioritizing him and stuff.
If Nakatani win, Devin might get the Nakatani fight. I think Bob would throw Nakatani in there.
Yeah,
that
makes more sense.
Yep. I think he'll do what I think he'll do what Al does with Sean Porter.
Yeah. Wait till he loses the belt and send him like a bulldog. Take the leash off him. Hey, go on across the street
talk,
and get
y'all.
that.
Like he just that's my throwaway guy. You know what I mean?
We have yet to see Sean do that though.
No, Sean, I like Sean. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's underappreciated, to be honest with you.
But when is he going across the street? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Went and took some shit. I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah.
He in-house promotions too.
I mean, 4 million couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was beneath him, I guess. Teal would rather rematch Loma than fight Devin Haney. Do y'all agree?
Most
I
that's
don't know.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
Maybe.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
know. I don't know about that one.
no.
Okay, so his actions gonna let us know
Yep.
Yeah.
what what fight he would rather take. You know, how much which fight he make more money with?
I'm
Since
just saying like this. Can you flame either way?
I mean it's a good fight either way. Let's
My
get that
question
fact.
is this. My question is this. Who do you think looks better fighting Devin Haney? Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez? I
Mm,
personally think Loma does better.
Yeah, probably on paper, but
yeah.
the difference between
Loma
the
not gonna
Teal
really
fight,
there to be hit like that.
right?
Loma,
But I think y'all missing the other side of it. You know, I know Haney got good defense, but he only need one.
Yeah. He's
Haney needs all 12.
yep. He got to be like Floyd perfect. You know, you got to just
Uh,
be defensively.
Deontay Wilder only needed 1-2, and that didn't
That's
work
yeah.
true
out too
Now
too.
well.
you feel like
I'm not
that
knocking
because
it.
the Gomez
And you
knockout?
gotta
But
and the fight gotta happen. I'm not knocking it. Nah, I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying, but let's keep it fair down the middle. Like if Tio land on him, it might be, everybody
Yep.
might be singing a different tune.
Oh no, I don't think he can one punch knock out Haney. That Comey fight, they both
You sure?
leaning in.
Grind,
Somebody would have got knocked out.
yeah.
Grindhard Sports. He
Doing
did.
a
He
power
did do
punch.
the slow dance with Linares in the 12. So we gotta
Yeah,
factor
but you
that
gotta
in.
understand, Black is different though, because he was trying to knock out Linares. He was trying to
Yes.
show everybody he had power, which he doesn't, and he was fighting going straight forward. He's
Not
not
in the
going to.
11th. He wasn't trying to knock out Linares.
What I'm
Because if
trying to
you
tell you
guys,
though
but
is
what I'm,
the reason
Yeah,
why he got
11
hurt.
was
The reason
avoided.
why he got hurt was because he was trying to knock out Linares. He's
Yes.
not going to fight like that against Tio. He is going
right.
to be on the back foot 100% of the fight. And I
I
don't
think
know
he
if
got caught because he got tired, man. He
nah,
was
I don't think he
throwing a
got
lot of
tired.
punches early, and then he faded.
I
I
don't
don't
think he
think
mean,
Theo
faded.
got one punch knockout power. I don't think so.
I don't
Because
know about
you
that.
can
I'll
use
put it like
Comey,
this: if
you
you
can
guys
use
think,
Comey, but you can also
go ahead.
say Linares. He knocked down Loma, Tio didn't. And you can also say that to counter that he knocked out Comey with one punch. Because they both, I just think that was a timing thing. Like how Rosado did Bekdemir just the other day.
Yeah.
I think
It
it
was
was
his
like,
perfect punch.
Yeah, but you know what? We can do that. We can do that the other way too, because if you look at the Haney fight with Linares, he had his moment where he hurt him. And now if you look at Tio hurt Lomachenko. I don't think that Lomachenko was hurt when he fought Linares. He was hurt when he fought Tio. So it
Yeah.
was a flash knockdown. He
Yeah.
wasn't hurt. He
Just
got
because,
right up.
yeah, just because you get knocked down don't mean you hurt, you know.
Right.
yeah,
I mean,
he did.
I say he scrambled his eggs. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's very hard to one shot a guy who's moving away from you
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole fight. And
Yeah.
that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
I don't think Tio could one shot Devin because I don't think he's going to come forward. I just think he's going to be backing up the whole fucking fight,
Yeah.
and it's going to be
And
very
jabbing the shit
difficult.
out of him when he come in.
He gonna land
So what you saying is
He
Tio
jabbed the
won't
fuck out
have
of him when he
any
come in.
moments in the fight.
No, I didn't say
He's
that at
gonna have
all.
to work for it,
No,
man.
what I'm
Eat some
saying
shit.
is Tio may have his moments, but Devin's not going to linger in the pocket to give him a one-shot opportunity. He may knock
I
him
don't think
out,
so either.
but it's going to be from catching him with more than one shot. Devin's not going to run into a shot like Comey. He's not going to meet him in the middle. He's not going to try to go power for power, blow for blow. He's going to be running from him, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard to knock
may
him
have
out.
a point.
Not running. That's good, deep. Come on now.
Yeah, you may have a
If
point.
Devin Haney's running, you call that defense running?
Unless
Be
he's fighting,
hard.
if he's just moving backwards the
The
whole time.
back foot isn't running. Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
I'm not saying like
Right. He didn't mean it like that. I think he meant it along the lines of he's gonna be moving. He's gonna make him work for everything.
I'm not saying, hold on. Whoever said that, I'm not saying Devin Haney's going to turn his back and just be running the whole time. What I'm saying is he's constantly going to be on the move. He's constantly going to have to be hunted down. He's not going to stay still. He's going to be circling the whole time, throwing jabs, staying away. It is going to be on T.O. to cut off the ring and get in there to catch him. That's
which
all I'm
will
saying.
benefit his power too. It'll benefit his power because T.O. going to be running in. So that also would be.
Yeah, how you don't know T.O. gonna run into a perfect shot?
It can happen. It's boxing.
It
Boxing. Yeah, it can happen. Anything can happen.
Like I said,
well, most of the fights that I see, I'm not saying all fights are like this. Most of the fights I see is the Bull and the Matador. That's what I see most of the time. The dude with the power is trying to cut off the ring, and somebody else is boxing.
Yeah. I'll put it like Gabe Rosado did it. He landed the perfect shot on the Bully,
and Bully was coming in with
right into it.
Reinhardt talked about that too. He came in with his hands down though.
Yeah,
Heaven don't never come in like that. We ain't never seen him come in.
I'm talking about the other way around. T.O. coming in on Haney. Haney's a sharp shooter.
He'll have to check that fool or something, like catch him with a check hook or some shit.
So you just think he not gonna throw any combinations at T.O. like.
But you know what?
No, fuck no, especially not early. Devin Haney is not going to throw any type of combos in the pocket because if he does and he gets caught, then there's that one shot that was being talked about. He is going to do a 1-2 at the most and move. He's going to hit and fucking move. If he sits in that pocket for any amount of time, he's going to get sparked. I promise you, he'll get sparked.
Because T.O.'s a good counterpuncher.
Very good. Very good. And Devin doesn't. The problem with Devin is he can't be in the pocket doing combos because he doesn't have enough punch to disrupt the counter punch coming back. So he'll get tagged and he's going to get hurt. Nah, fuck no. He is not going to. He's not. I promise you, he will not trade. If he trades, he's going to sleep.
So you're saying that's the only way he can win the fight. So he can't go 12 and beat Haney.
No, I didn't say that at all. What I said was Haney is going to be on the back foot. He's not going to get in the pocket. Now, T.O. very well could cut off the ring and force him into the pocket and beat the shit out of him. But what I'm saying is this. When I'm looking at Teofimo Lopez, his foot speed versus Lomachenko I know is going to stay on top of Devin Haney. He's not going to be able to get away. No matter how bad he tries to circle, no matter how bad he tries to box off the back foot, Lomachenko will be in his face. T.O. is going to be slower, so he's going to have to work on timing and angles and cutting off the ring. I think it is an easier fight for Lomachenko than it is Teofimo Lopez stylistically.
Yeah, I don't see Lomachenko on his back foot at all against Haney.
No, he's going to run straight to him. He's going to run straight to him. And that's what I'm saying.
Fight, yeah.
That's what I'm saying is that Lomachenko will stay on top of Devin 100% of the time. He's not going to be able to get away. Against T.O., Devin can escape. He can evade. He can get away. I think it's an easier fight for Lomachenko.
Yeah, you may be right. It'll be a tough fight, I think, for T.O. though, against Haney.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough fight, but I think he pulls it out.
Yeah, he might pull it out.
Yeah, you think he might pull it out? I lean towards T.O. in that, but it's still a fight that he needs to do.
He might have to exert more energy than he ever had before in that fight. He's gonna make T.O. work. T.O. gonna have to work for everything that he gets off. Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's a smart move by Haney. You want to do that. You want to put him in that position. You want to test his stamina. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. That's the sweet science, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with making this man work.
I think it's kind of underrated is the body attack of Devin Haney. And I just think he should just do it more, consistently throughout the fight, especially being that he don't have a whole lot of power. He need to go to the body a lot, like break the opponents down.
I think the method to beating T.O. is the same method you'd probably use to beat to fight Canelo. It's like you gotta make him work for everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him have time to think, counter. You know what I mean? Or be explosive here and there. Don't give him time. When he's taking the break, jump on him and then get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get your shots off, pot shot him, move. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the only way you could beat these guys. So,
Yeah.
So if that fight was made, who would be the bet? Who would be favored in the betting odds?
Teofimo.
Haney and Lopez.
I'm not sure.
They're
I know
gonna
I would
favor
favor.
Lopez.
They're
They're gonna favor
favorite Lopez.
Lopez. Yeah, that's for sure. They're gonna favor
So
Lopez.
so that'd be a good bet to make if you
Hell yeah.
if you confident in Haney because you know if
I
you
will
pull
be
that off, shit, you're gonna
like,
make some money.
hopefully it'll be some good odds when it comes to it going the distance, you know, or
Yeah.
like a split
I'm gonna
decision or
go
something for Haney or some shit.
boxer over puncher in that situation.
I'm
Huh?
put-
I said
Yeah.
I'm going boxer over puncher in that situation.
But Tio can
Yeah.
box too, so I
I
think
tell you what, if the odds is in Haney's favor, I'm rolling with Tio. I'm gonna bet on that shit.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah.
50-50, I'm good.
And yeah, and another thing that one of y'all brought up earlier too, the energy about the fight being made is favoring Haney.
Oh yeah, yep,
Right.
that's very true.
That's unquestionable. Yeah. Unquestionable. So we'll see. We'll see how they talking after this Kambosos fight. I don't know. Hey, we were so crazy. The dude in the interview about a couple days before the results came out that the fight was postponed, Kambosos was like, man, he doesn't look too good, mate. He looks drained, his face sucked in. He doesn't look like his weight. There's some problems there. I was like, damn, he was already on that shit, talking about his weight, and then next thing you know, get it postponed.
That's what he's supposed to do. I honestly think Kambosos is getting into his head.
A little bit. I think so too. I think a
Because
little
the same
bit.
thing with Loma, they said, look at his body language. He's nervous against Loma. I'm like, they said a lot
that
of
was right. Yeah, now I agree with you on that. I said the same thing, and they were like, "Look at how he jumped over the rope." I'm like, Tio invited him.
Yeah.
What did you erase that shit from your memory? Like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what you talking about? And look how afraid he is. And I'm like, yeah, but I heard Lomachenko's voice breaking up. Welcome to the club. I was like, you could say that, but it don't matter. I don't think either of them guys was afraid of each other, and they got in there and they both proved what they about. So I mean, hey, it is.
I think Loma had a little nerves. When he got in his face. He was like, oh shit. motherfucker big, bro.
Yeah, Tio showed a lot of maturity in that fight. I gotta give him his props for that, though. I just don't like that shit he be talking outside of the ring.
I feel the same way, man.
Yeah.
It's inconsistency.
That was annoying.
You know, the inconsistencies
He
are
needs
real.
Right.
Yeah, he need to start hanging out with that Rolly kid. Man.
I like the footwork. I like it's a lot of stuff I like.
When you talk about Ryan's new opponent,
maybe, possibly.
yeah, maybe if he duck Rolly, jeez, what the fuck? I don't even know why he would even fight that guy. To be honest with you, I'm like, man, I don't know what this dude's ranked number one. He was ranked number one in the WBC, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And the belts don't matter.
Right.
I'm like, what? Like that was a fight too that he had lined up with another huge fight, huge name, huge fight. This dude, I'd never seen anyone duck 4 people at once, and Ryan did that.
Damn.
You know, he called out 4 people. He said, you know, first he wanted Tank, then he wanted Manny, which was full cap, because you know, why would Oscar allow him to bust his face? You know what I mean? In his popularity, why would he then who was the next one? It was Linares, and then it was his then it was Fortuna.
Yep. That's
I'm
a lot
like,
of people,
damn,
man.
that's a lot of people to be calling out.
Yeah,
and
man.
then saying, yo,
Ryan is just the worst.
I got mental health issues. It's like we see.
Yeah.
Hey,
You got that right. You got problems out here, fam.
Ever since he won that fight, dog, he just been fucking up.
yeah, he gonna really have to really challenge. He can't if he comes back. He can't do no tune-up fight. It has to be a hard fight.
It has to be you got to go right to a hard fight.
Yeah,
They
it has
gonna
to.
have the layoff excuse.
That's
now.
fucked up, but he got to go from depression to a hard fight.
Hey, he only took like a couple of weeks, a week.
It's a fact, man. He's cured. He's
said
cured,
that's a
man.
3-week
He went to the
depression,
telly
man.
with the shorty, and while he was saying he was crazy, it's like, come on, man, cut the shit, man. We know what
He
it
done
is.
fucked around and got Pacquiao stripped at his belt.
He blamed Ryan for Pacquiao gave the shit.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Let's go. This motherfucker on Tyson on Tyson's hot boxing, calling out the world.
Yes, man.
Ryan literally trolled the whole world, man.
Yeah, he's trying to emulate Muhammad Ali when he first came out, when he was talking about Sonny Liston. If you watch him, he kind of dressed like him, and he was trying to talk like Muhammad Ali.
He was trying to dress like him.
Just
no, I think yeah.
Damn.
You know,
Y'all think Mike be giving these little youngsters a pass, man, for the shit that they be doing?
Nah, I don't
he
think
doesn't give them a pass, but he gives them but he shouldn't be giving Brian a platform.
Yeah,
Mike inconsistent too, dog.
Yo, Mike, but I do like when Mike do be calling. He be like, "Who's that guy?" When they be talking about who they fighting.
Hey,
like,
he went in on
this guy. Hold on, let me get this dude on the phone.
yeah, he will do
Shout
that.
out to Mike. I mean, yeah, you could say inconsistent.
No, I'm not saying that Mike ain't doing his part. He doing his promo game shit. So I fuck with Mike on that part. Yeah. But when it comes to consistency and putting pressure on these guys when it comes to like the little champ shit, you know what I mean?
You seen how he was babying Canelo?
Not really. I heard him say, "Who's that guy?" Why ain't you fighting that other guy?
Benavidez, he should fight Charlo a couple days after the fact. Now, come on, man.
Oh yeah, you know, you should have said that stuff to him in his face.
When he did ask him a hard question, Canelo went right to Spanish.
Oh, damn, dog. Yeah.
That's what Mike said. Fuck it.
Hey, shout out to Rodnell with the super chat. Let me drop the dancing. AB. He said AB said fuck Fury. Hey,
Fury asshole too, Fury.
Huh?
I don't like Fury. That dude he kind of weird to me.
Yeah, Fury that dude.
He said he's just kind of weird to me. You know, that's crazy. You throw him in a weird bracket.
Yeah. You know, he coming out to places without a shirt, all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. He beat Deontay Wilder, man. What the fuck he supposed to do out here in America?
But he did.
Yeah.
It could have been worse though. He could be doing a whole lot worse. He might as well just accept what the fuck he doing now.
Yeah.
They really could. Them gypsies really could turn this shit all the way up on us, low key. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they like just glad he got clothes on. He doing some cordial shit because he done some extra weird shit in the past. We're gonna leave that for a different video.
And I like how Billy Joe built it up that fight, man. I hope he ain't let Canelo retire him for real.
Hey, dog.
Yeah. Billy Joe's always kind of been he's another weird one. But he's
Billy Joe.
Yeah, because I heard that Triple G was trying to make the fight with him, but Billy Joe didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, man.
Pop dirty against Andre,
Triple G,
and now he got a permanent wink. He got a permanent wink. He winking at everybody now. Yeah.
Hey, what too? You think he already knew he had a fragile ass eye socket, and then when he seen Triple G knock out Kell Brooks' eye, he like, oh hell,
yeah, that could be it, because he really tried to make that fight.
This shit.
Yeah, he tried to make that fight with Billy Joe.
So, but flaming shame to Triple G for doing that. He tried to do it after the Canelo fight.
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Triple G Ben was trying to get that work in, but Billy Joe was playing games, bro.
Oh,
he
man.
just seemed like another one of them dudes that he just reached his end goal, the Canelo fight, dog.
Yeah,
he just want the big fights before Canelo. He ain't want to do.
Hey, did y'all see what Fury said about him though?
What he said?
He said, "Yeah, he can't go out like that, get his face smashed,
Smashed."
right?
Yeah, he did say that shit. He was like, I would like for him to come back because he got his face smashed by Canelo. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, his dad got beat up too that night.
Yeah,
Face
he did.
smashed.
And didn't AJ say that the rail was holding him back?
Oh man, you don't get your 7-foot ass and hurdle
He
that
couldn't
shit.
he couldn't step over that shit.
Like he couldn't lift his big ass leg
Like
up.
he can't step over them ropes in the ring. The rail wasn't that tall.
Method and Madness. He says, do y'all think these fighters are dropping out and canceling fights because of PEDs? Maybe somebody got the alert that Vada was around the corner, and they said, you know what? Up the temperature on this test thing right here, so I can feel this COVID. That way, I can't get that.
You never know, man.
I don't know, bro.
Wait, I got one more question before I get out of here. Y'all think Tank gonna KO Barrios? I think it's gonna be a decision.
No.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be a KO.
Sleep.
Damn, bro.
Sleep mode.
I don't know enough about Barrios.
Face be right there too much, dog. He might get KO'd.
Damn, don't do Barrios like that, dog.
I don't think
Barrios is just a blown up 122-pound fighter, and we've all seen what happens when Tank fights 122.
Blown up 22-pounder.
That's where he started.
But I think
disrespect.
I think he grew out of it like naturally.
Man, Tank's done grown out of every fucking weight class. He ain't never made weight. Like,
this is getting out of hand, bro.
Tell you something, man.
It got all types of intercontinental titles.
He gonna fuck this dude.
He's a 4-division champ. Out of here, bro.
Nah, this shit don't count, but he is gonna win.
Hey, according to them, it count. Hey, they beat all the best in 4 weight classes, man.
Regular belt promotions.
Yeah, they beat all the best regular belt holders.
Yeah,
Tank weight classes.
Regular
they cleared out the divisions. Cleared out 135. I'm like, when? What did I miss?
Who they said cleaned it out?
They said, yo, his trainer said Tank cleaned out 135. You
like
beat all the best at 130, all the best at 135, just like Mayweather, and you're moving to 140.
Nah, Tank, he got to step the comp up, bro. He need to chill out with all this regular champ shit.
Yeah, man. I'm like, shit.
These niggas on that regular shit, bro.
I think Barrios probably gets his ass sweep by a lot. The top 5 140 pounders, to be honest with you, because he really ain't fought nobody but that Bektemir guy. He was getting his ass beat some rounds, just completely getting his ass beat.
What does this do for Tank if he goes in there and knock out Barrios? Then what? What does he do from here?
The PBC will figure it out.
Josh Taylor.
Josh, take it out of here. They're not gonna put him in there with him.
Yeah.
Y'all should eject this man from the live stream for this.
Progress.
Hell no. Progress. Fuck no. Try again. That was 2 strikes. That's 2 strikes.
I'll put it
man.
like this. If he jumped up and skipped 135 and jumped up and fought a Progress or a Taylor, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd be like,
he's
wow.
not gonna do it. 1-2. Let's be we're talking about realistic shit. Okay.
But that's not what happened. Exactly. He jumped up.
So what's the realistic?
No. I got you, Black.
Come on, Tony. No trolling, man.
No, for real. He's gonna fight the most dangerous fighter at 140, Red Cat. That's who he's gonna go for.
Oh, you know what? That might be his next opponent. Yep. You're right.
Yeah, you
the
right.
body work assassin, Red Cat.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was realistic.
That's realistic, right?
Like he hit me low.
Progress. He looked horrible, man.
Yeah,
he took a dive.
Everybody gonna take, just like they take turns on Gamboa, they gonna take turns on that motherfucker Red Cat.
And he even had his wife selling it.
He was
like,
bro.
He winked at his wife like, say something. She's like,
Red Cat's not gonna be able to talk in a few years because of the PBC niggas. Fucking his ass up in sparring and in the motherfucking bright lights. That's messed up, dog.
Sparring matches, everything, man.
Hey, you know how many people probably can't even talk straight because of that doghouse, man? The Mayweather gym and shit. They got like the doghouse.
Yeah.
You get in there and just fight like 18-minute rounds and shit. Like, damn, this shit is death, nigga.
Yo, and Floyd be gassing him up too. I'm like, yo, he be instigating that shit like that. You gonna take that? You gonna
Niggas
take that?
be
I'm
ready
like,
to get murked in there,
yeah,
man.
Yo, Floyd don't want no one to have his spot
Yeah,
ever.
but why is this dude at 140 anyway, dog?
Exactly.
Who?
Because Josh Taylor, he ain't ready for that shit. And he needs to start fighting for regular championships. So why the hell is he here?
Wait. Josh Taylor, what?
He's not ready.
I don't think he's ready for that. And he got all the belts at 140. And Tank need to start fighting for regular belts.
But Taylor not ready for who though?
No, he said Tank ain't ready for Taylor.
Oh yeah, hell no, hell man, that's
a stoppage.
I don't know that shit. The way I picture it, it remind me of some of them. I seen certain niggas get beat down like after school and shit. Like damn, it's gonna be one of them type after school beat down. Nigga. Only difference is you ain't gonna see him get stomped out, but he gonna get fucked up. They ain't gonna never put him in there with that
too. What sucks too is he's so talented, man.
He's too experienced, and he like in his prime right now. Like I don't think he want that.
Tank mixing it up with anybody at 135 is selling big, huge. Because he's talented, he's fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why they saying he testing himself by going up to 140. Kind of like when AB jumped up and tested himself to fight, Paulie Malignaggi. Same shit.
I only brought up progress because I thought like if Tank move up to 140, if he knock out Barrios, he might well stay there.
Yeah,
wait your weight like that.
Prograde will fuck him up. Like Tank will be sleeping by the fifth round.
Good to fight though. Somebody good.
Nah,
Ramirez. Who?
You know what I really think is going to happen is I think this was a strategic move. This is what I believe is going to happen. He's going to go there. He's going to beat the shit out of Barrios. And then Al Heyman's going to try to get him a fight with Tio and say that, because he's a 140 champion, it's a big fight. I think that's what they're trying to do. Honestly. To me, that makes the most sense. Like, you beat a 140 little belt champion. Now you can challenge Tio.
I'll tell you what, if that fight was to happen, I would totally watch that.
Technically, right now, right? So what belts are they gonna fight for? If he move up to 140, he's not gonna have them.
Oh nah, they ain't even got to worry about the belts. WBC will come up with a belt.
Oh man,
or the WBA, they'll pull something out of their ass.
What's the next event coming up that they about to make? Because they just did the Juneteenth shit. So what's the next event coming up that they about to fuck around with?
But look, though, I guess that'll just be an opportunity for Tio to be a pay-per-view star, right?
They're probably gonna make the Independence Day belt.
Be asleep.
Yeah. I mean, that's
if I'm Tio, what the hell am I moving up to fight for a regular belt for? I just move up this so I can fight the name, and if he win, he'll start.
Well, I don't think it'll be at 140. I think Tank would go back to 135 to fight Tio. But even if it's at 140, it benefits Tio, because if Tio beats him at 140, then he could get the Taylor fight that he wants.
Yeah.
Hey Jed, I agree with you, man. He said Tank should be at 35, mixing it with the other best young fighters in and around his weight.
Facts.
Yeah. And if he moves down from 140 to 135 to fight somebody, like, isn't that bad to be fluctuating like that? To go from 130 to 140?
Yeah, but Tank been fluctuating his whole career.
No, Canelo does it. If Canelo can do it, Tank can do it.
Well, Canelo get clean and exit. Never mind. Go ahead.
He gets steaks.
He gets steak exempts and shit.
Yeah, man.
I want Tank to stay clean. I don't want that list.
You get beef sandwich vouchers. Dude, like, we're gonna change the rules. It won't be the first time.
Oh no, man! These dudes need to stop be scared to let that old go. See who the best.
Yeah, man. Cause look, and that's what we was talking about. Gabe Rosado out there doing it, and
big,
big.
Hey, speaking of letting they old go. being at the topic, we was talking about the Philly fighters, Grindhard Sports Nation and Tony Reviews. What y'all feel about the Philly fighters this year in 2021, man? We got Jaron Ennis, Rosado, Stephen Fulton, Hank Lundy.
I
Just to name a few.
want to see Ennis get in there with a live dog. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see him really, even like, I know Porter. I think Porter would be the best step up for him, but Porter said he wouldn't fight him, which I don't even fucking understand.
They said they won't even fight Porter.
I say Josecito Lopez is probably the best guy you could get in there with at this moment.
That's a good fight. Like Josecito Lopez will fight him.
Yeah, but after he knock his ass out, though, he ain't gonna really get a lot of credit.
I mean, he can pack his resume up until.
What about like Danny Garcia? That would be a good fight.
Danny ain't gonna fight him.
Danny's at 54 now, right?
Not gonna want to fight him. Philadelphia.
Oh, see, yeah, that Philly.
That's a
Philly
good excuse.
That's my Philly brother. Why would I do that?
He already got it out there.
Oh man, you already did it. Yeah, that'll get him on your side.
As he was an up and coming.
Danny.
Okay. What about Ugas? Ugas would be a good fight.
Clint Buterol
turned it down. Already.
Who turned it down?
Ugas
turned it down.
Already. Yep.
He got a big pile of cash for his title. He sold his title.
He ain't trying to lose his position,
bro. I couldn't believe when I heard that. This man they just dropped this man a bag of money.
You know how Santa Claus takes your cookies and leaves presents? That's what he did, man. They Santa Claused him, and he was like, "I'll take the present. I'll take the cash." In the undercard, he got 2 presents. Oh man, damn,
what do
man.
you think about Castillo Clayton for him?
Say again.
Castillo Clayton. He said,
"Oh, they did have some exchange. Are they gonna make that fight happen?"
Yeah, he said he was finna stop turning them down. He said he turned them down like 3 times before, but he said he might stop turning them down.
Yeah, motherfucker clearly been turning down Ennis. He admitted that shit. So he gonna step up this time? That'll be something. That'll be something. A lot of people don't know about Clayton, but Clayton he actually beat Lipinets, but they made that shit a draw. He actually beat Lipinets.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But Ennis fucking destroyed Lipinets.
Yeah,
it's different.
He did.
He didn't even.
I got the whole step up fight, but I'm like, yeah, but the guy's kind of small though. He got the experience that helps, but he's so tall, tiny.
His other opponents, though.
Say again.
I say Lipinets, he was still like a step up compared to his other opponents, though.
Oh yeah.
It
was a step
best
up,
win, really.
But at the same time, with the height advantage, it was kind of like a step down. You know what I mean? Because this motherfucker is like 5 foot.
It was just the best name that he got.
Yeah, that would get in there with him, and that he had an opportunity to fight.
Man, retired Lamont Peterson, man.
Yeah, at 140.
What'd you say?
Lipinets. He retired Lamont Peterson, dog.
Yeah, that is true, dog. That nigga Lamont, the way Lamont was holding the microphone at the end, I was like, damn, dog.
He gave Mikey a run for his money too.
Yeah, and he made Mikey nose bloody, man. Lipinets a monster, bro. Y'all sleep.
He's all right, man. He's decent. But I don't know. Jaron Ennis made him look regular, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta hype up my dog opponent, man. But them top dudes, they ain't trying to fight him. It is what it is right now.
This would be the time too. That's what I say.
Hey,
you get him when they're green.
Dudes gonna duck Rosado now since he out here sleeping dudes, man.
Yo, I'll tell you what's fucked up about that whole situation. Rosado, like I said, got arguably one of the best resumes at 168 in 2 fights and is fighting for intercontinental belts.
Right.
I think Beckham stepped up too far, man.
What? I thought Rosado was probably gonna get stopped for the first time in a long time.
I thought so too, but his technique looked so amateur, dog. It's like he stepped up too far.
Damn.
I think he got ahead of himself. I'm hurting him. I'm gonna get this motherfucker out of here.
Kovalev be like, come on, let's go. He probably would have got knocked out in that fight. Shit.
Maybe. I don't know. With them body shots, he would have fucked that shriveled liver up. I don't care. I
Like you
think
gotta
that,
admit though, but
Rosado was catching them in the second round.
at the end of the second, he did. He
Right.
made the adjustments.
He was just downloading information, bro.
yeah, he ain't see
That's
it coming though. That's what it was. He ain't see that one coming and went to sleeping. He wasn't downloading no information. He was just trying to get his shots in.
Yeah, man.
And that was how he paid, man. But Gabe Rosado, man, shout out to him. Couldn't have happened to a better fighter. You know what I mean?
Plus, he looked good because of that fight with Jacobs. Maybe he was robbed.
Yep. Motivation too. He brought that right into the next fight. Well, I'll be honest though. I was one of them people that thought that the motherfucker Beck was gonna be one of them ones, but that's how boxing go, man.
I was
That's how
hyping
boxing
him.
go.
Yeah.
I had wrote a little blog on Facebook like a while ago, and somebody just came back and trolled me on it like this morning.
That's how that shit goes sometimes, man.
Them receipts don't go away.
Yeah.
I don't know who he should get in there with as a bounce back fight, because you know it's still at 68. So
He needs to go back fighting the Alex Campas and shit. He need to learn some stuff, dog.
Maybe it's some money if it's a rematch, being that it had so much reaction buzz from it. It'll probably
Yo,
do
he
good
better
numbers.
not he better not go to Freddie Roach camp
Why you said?
because he ain't gonna learn no defense.
Oh, you talking about Beck?
Yeah.
Nah, he'll get stopped.
But hey, though, but you got to give Beck credit though. You got to give him credit because he did try to get back up. He did try to continue, even though he
didn't know where he was at, but he got up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. At least he showed the heart to continue.
I think he could bounce back. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's a step too far. You can't get in there with a guy like Gabe, who's fought world champions, had arguable losses that should have been wins, and then you've only had 7 fights. Like it's too far. You went into the ocean and you drowned.
Yeah, that's a fact. But to be fair, he looked pretty good doing it up until that punch hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all it takes in boxing.
Yep, that's all it takes.
He's just a real risky fighter. He takes so many risks.
Yeah, it was just he was doing unnecessary feints and shit. And you had mentioned it, Groundhog Sports, right at the end of that second round about him keeping his hands low coming in, and motherfucking Rosado saw that shit. That motherfucker threw that hook and got him out of there.
He was eating some shots too, like, oh, I can take his power.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the one he didn't see, and it came full power, and he didn't. It lights out, man.
Well, that's what Rosado said before the fight too. He said, the dude, he doesn't have enough experience. He's gonna make a mistake, and every mistake he makes, I'm gonna make him pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
And shout out to Gabe too for getting up, walking through all that fire, and just saying, "I got something for you." When you get to the back door.
That's experience, right? When you've been down before, you've been hurt before, you know what to do in them type of situations. You know to take an 8 count. You know, dumb motherfuckers will get up right away and shit. Like their legs are still, you know what I mean? The ref like, man,
trying to show
it.
Whoa.
But he got a Jaime Mugia payday waiting for him because that's who he called out.
I hope Jaime take the fight too, man.
Oh, Mugia and who?
Rosado.
Oh, nah, Mugia ain't gonna fight Rosado.
That's what Mugia said after the fight. He said either a champ, which we know he ain't gonna want to do that, or Rosado.
Right. That was a smoke screen with that comment right there. Talking about champ or maybe Rosado. Motherfuckers Rosado. You ain't fighting no
He
champ.
should have been a couple times.
Bitch ass.
Be honest with you. Yeah, Rosado should have been the champ, but you know what? If he take that fight, then shout out to Munguia for taking a live dog.
This will be Rosado year. If he get in there and blaze Munguia,
he'll be the prospect killer.
Yo, that'd be the celebration.
He'll have so
just
many
for the way,
fans,
and I don't dislike Munguia, but the way he been moving, isn't he 36-0?
This motherfucker's a bum.
36-0 fighting who?
Undefeated bum.
Who?
That's what I look at it.
You know what I mean? We flaming Charlo for fighting Montiel. Like this dude been, what's his biggest win?
The thing about it is
Saddam Ali.
But hold on though, like it's kind of. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, what I was saying is his last fight against Sarameta. Sarameta's not a bad fighter, but the motherfucker only had 2 weeks to get ready for the fight. Like 2 fucking weeks.
Always something.
Yeah, so you knew Sarameta stood no chance with 2 weeks' notice. Like, hey, you want this fight? Yeah, I'll take it. When is it? 2 weeks from now, starting today. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And that's the whole thing, man. It's like, he's a decent fighter, but it's like, let's see him challenge himself. Let's see what happens when he goes to the next level, how far he digs, and see if it brings the best out of him. You know what I mean? Because all these showcase fights that type of shit gets old, man.
I don't know what these boxers be expecting. Like, they think they're gonna be the best fighter in their division all their lives, and they're coming up, they're gonna be the best. Like, you're gonna eventually run into somebody who is as good or could possibly be better. Like, you don't even know if they really better until you get in the ring with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be weak. It's not ready era. Everybody's got all these
This is the not ready era.
I low-key be happy when these motherfuckers be cherry picking forever and then get a cherry, or they think it's a cherry, and the motherfucker come full ready on, and that cherry pops him in the head.
With Tio and Loma?
It was last year, right? It was last fuck.
I don't think it's been like a bigger like 50-50 fight since then. Like,
competitive wise,
like, what's been like the best fight since then?
Since then, Pac and Keith or some shit. If it's we talking about like,
I thought that was before that.
You talking about?
Like, you said since then?
No, I would say Joe Jordan.
Since then.
Marquez
and that one dude, Chocolatito and Estrada. That was a good ass 50-50.
No, like I said,
it wasn't bigger than that though.
Hey,
you were saying something about the 50-50, like type of.
Hey, did you hear what I said? The Joe Joyce Daniel Dubois fight was a 50-50 fight, and it was huge in England.
I
Just a lot of people felt Marquez. Ramirez was gonna beat Taylor, so that was.
You know what is funny too about
that was
the whole Joe Joyce thing is that how come nobody talk about Joe Joyce? He the one who fight. Why everybody talking about his opponent? The dude he slept, broke his eye socket. Like why they all talking about him and not Joe Joyce? Joe Joyce the winner. Like, why ain't nobody talk about Joe Joyce?
They hating on that light skinned dude right there. That's fucked up. He beat Daniel Dubois.
He beat Dubois. So shit, he came out and he wasn't the favorite in that fight either. So
the politics just making boxing just worse and worse. Usually, like, you have like a couple of big 50-50 fights like a year. It just seemed like them things hard to come by, so harder and harder.
Yeah.
What's the next 50-50 style fight to come?
Let me tell you the real bullshit about what you just said, right? So check this out. Joe Joyce was the mandatory for the WBA belt, right? Daniel Dubois in his last fight just won the interim title. So he's higher ranked than Joe Joyce in the same organization, same sanctioning body.
Wow.
Even though he lost to him.
Wow.
Damn, bro. The fuckery in this damn sport.
Yeah. The favoritism is everywhere. Knowing the right people in boxing will get you up to 140 for another regular belt, and you could be a pay-per-view star.
Pay-per-view fighting for regular belts.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and fight Montiel, Andre, because Charlo says so.
Pay-per-view, paper belts.
The fuckery is at every angle in boxing, man. And that's the fucked up part about it. But we did get some good fights on a lighter note, and we do got some damn good fights coming up soon. So shout out to boxing for that.
I feel like Fury Wilder 50-50. Y'all don't, but I'll count that.
That's 50-50 to you after the first two fights?
Hell yeah. You count a dude out with all that power like that?
No, it's not counting them out, but to give him still a 50-50 chance, like,
I think it's 50-50, man.
I don't give him 50-50. I
Man,
give him a
to
chance,
be
but I
honest,
can't give him
man,
50.
Fury was
guess
doing
you
his thing.
You got to look at it. Like, remember we talk about the energy and all that? Like, come on now. When you
I
look
don't
at
care who wins out of them two
But
motherfuckers.
look though. Even look at the second fight. Like, even the first couple of rounds, he was still like popping Fury ass a little bit. Now,
it
like,
didn't have no effect. He was on his back foot,
it
man.
did have effect. I mean, I don't know. I just see a scenario where that power like lands. I see he can knock him out, bro.
That is, no, I agree.
Good luck to him. Shit.
Fury Wilder fight, that is a 50-50 fight. There's a 50% chance Wilder gets knocked out in the first round and a 50% chance he gets knocked out in the second round in this next fight.
You gonna get smoked early?
Right, so what about
Yeah.
Crawford? What about Spence Pacquiao? I don't really look at that as like.
Did y'all look at that? Go ahead.
That.
You said that's 50-50?
No, I don't really think that is.
That's not what who you favoring that?
Of course, you favor Spence.
I ain't said that.
But
I favor the pack.
favor
So.
Spence.
I'm
Well,
leaning towards Spence. That's it.
A little bit without the
It's a small lean. I'm like leaning toward. It's a very light lean though, man.
So
and that's just
40
because of
lean
youth
on
and
that.
size. Other than that, I'm like, this
He's
dude
great.
does shell up, and when he shows up, Manny gonna be like, and when Manny puts his hands on this dude, it's gonna be different. Different than anything he ever felt. It's gonna be different. Everybody who gets in with Manny goes, it's different.
Yep.
From Floyd to whoever, they like it's different, y'all. Be ready for that shock and awe because Thurman was put on his backside thinking that he could just walk through this old man.
Hey, if Spence loses the fight, is it totally a knock on him, or is it more of like just Pacquiao is he's just an all-time great, man, and he's so great he can fucking fight in 9 generations.
Huh? I'm knocking either one of them, man.
It's
a hell of a fight.
Get knocked down in the first round. I ain't gonna think no different of him, really. Like
what?
I say I wouldn't think different of Pacquiao, even if he got knocked down in the first round. Like he just
Spence got knocked out in the first round. What would you think about Spence if he got knocked out in the first?
Man, things can break that way. I'll be fucking shocked, but
what if Erickson Lubin that let me stop?
I think I wouldn't put. I think Bud would beat him. I say how different I think of Spence because right now I kind of favor Spence over Bud. Like that's like a 51-49 Spence for me. But if he was to get knocked out by Pacquiao early, which I'd be like, man, Bud beat the shit out of Spence. Of course, that's how I think of him differently.
Yeah, dog. I don't know. What if it would play out almost just like the Thurman fight? He just gonna be doing good in the first round, and towards the end, he's just gonna get dropped. Like, damn, he dropped just like Keith. Shit, deja vu, man.
That'll be wild.
I don't know. I just don't see him. I don't think Spence got the feet to get away from Manny. He's not Floyd.
Yeah, Manny.
I think he got good footwork, but I don't think he's quick enough to get out of the way of some of them. And when Manny start hitting him from angles, he gonna shell up, and Manny just gonna turn the angle on him again and get off again. And I think it's gonna be a good fight though, because I think
Jeff Horn it replays in my mind.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
The Marquez. I feel like Spence got the ability. Spence got a lot of ability. I know he's not the best on defense, but like his jab. It's been a long time. I haven't been seeing nobody be able to get inside that jab like that.
So,
of course, he's stronger than him.
I cannot wait for this fight right here, man.
Go way back in time. Watch what Spence was doing when Kell Brook was swarming him and how much problems he had landing shots. And I think that's going to be the issue in this fight. And it's going to come down to, can Manny swarm the entire time, or is he going to get tired because he's older? I don't know.
Right.
I think
You
it's a
got
45
a speedy short dude with swole ass calf muscles.
That's a 50-50 fight, man. I see it as a 50-50
I see it
Uh,
45%.
I think people sleeping on Pac. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fresh
Man,
BX said it better not be no different in 2021 about the unified championship for Pac.
But
Ain't
yo, as
guys-
for Tyson Fury and Wilder, I could care less who pulls off that dub, because you know what they are? There's two chickens sitting on a WBC egg that'll never hatch for undisputed.
Damn, the unhatched egg.
That's
Bill.
right.
So you think the winner not getting Joshua?
The winner don't want Joshua.
That's what he's saying.
They
Don't
both
want it.
proven it. They both proven that they never want to get in the ring with Anthony Joshua, which sucks. And that's what makes the heavyweight division hot
Hey.
ass.
You know what's so funny?
Joshua is the best out of the three.
Yes, man. He's the most proven, man. He's the most proven. He's got the more hardware. He's got the best resume.
I think either one of them guys got the opportunity to beat him, but they ain't never gonna give it to you.
It seemed like how
sitting on that egg.
Like everybody got Joshua third in that situation, dog.
Not over here, bro.
Nah, not
Hell
yet.
nah. He number one, bro.
Ruiz loss and all that.
He wants that.
Hey,
smoke,
listen,
though.
guess what? Jamel got 3 belts just like AJ. He got a loss too, but he number one. Hey, so it just depends. People, I guess, might pick and choose where they want to give respect, but a loss, that don't mean shit. He avenged. Look, Tony Harrison avenged the loss. AJ avenged his loss.
I mean, how can
feel
you
me?
dislike a guy and his promoter for offering 50% to Tyson Fury? Like, to make undisputed happen. That's
how you supposed to
big
do it.
champ shit.
Big champ shit, dog. That's how you supposed to do it right there. For the fans, man.
For the fans. And it's not like either one of them is taking a loss. You're talking millions. Millions of dollars. And this dude had no intentions on fighting Anthony Joshua. I don't care what anyone says. He had no intentions on fighting him. And neither did Wilder when he had the most prestigious WBC. None of these dudes showed me energy to make that shit happen.
If they telling you what you gonna get, but not what the hell Joshua's finna get, what kind of shit is that? But you telling Fury, oh, 50-50, we can 150 million, 75.
Yeah.
120 million was the offer to Wilder.
Hold on, let me kill that real fast. Here's the deal. Whenever Deontay Wilder was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder's highest payday was like $2 million. So the fact that they offered him $120 million to get in there with AJ for a 3-fight deal, it was going to be against Brazil, who he could have fought for $20 million, but instead when he fought Brazil, he took like, what, $4 million instead of 20? Then it was going to be 2 fights with AJ for $50 million. I don't care what AJ's getting paid. When your highest payday to date was only like $5 million, you take that $120 million and shut the fuck up, because you're not worth more than that.
And if you beat him, then you call the shots and you tell that motherfucker this is what you getting, and then you can throw him an offer. But he didn't do that.
But that was just a weird ass situation. And then Fury, and I don't know why the hell they was negotiating with Fury all this time, knowing damn well Fury got a court case hanging over his head.
No, they didn't know. Bob knew, and so did Tyson Fury. And it was free promotion for this Deontay Wilder bullshit that we got going on. That's what it was. It was free promotion. So the PBC and Top Rank had them promoting that fight just to pull the rug from underneath that shit, and that's free promotion for Tyson Fury for this next big third fight between him and Wilder. No undisputed. Yeah, we out here. Who gives a fuck? I don't care, man. Like, to me, I wanted to see that undisputed heavyweight champion of the world with Wilder and AJ, and then with Tyson Fury and AJ. But the only energy to make that fight happen came from AJ's side. Period. So that, to me, Man, that's why I don't really care about them two dudes. They're just gonna keep milking this system till everybody old as shit, and then they'll be like, "Come on, AJ, yeah, let's make this undisputed." At that point, I ain't gonna give a shit.
But you know what though? AJ's younger than all of them, so it only
Right.
them.
Mm-hmm.
But when they know their career at the end of the road, they're gonna be like, "Let's do this."
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. It don't fucking matter because whoever wins this fight, they have to fight AJ. Because if they don't, whether it be Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, both of them are gonna lose to Dillian White. So it doesn't fucking matter. So they're gonna take the AJ fight because they both.
But they both dug Dillian White and AJ before.
But listen, they don't have a choice now. After this fight is over, they only have two options. Option one, fight Dillian White for way less money and take a huge risk in losing her. Option two, fight AJ. Because if they don't fight Dillian White, they get stripped.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could fight each other again.
No, the winner's gonna try to go to AJ, man. I believe that.
I hope
There's nowhere
so.
to go.
I hope I'm
Where else
wrong.
is gonna go?
I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right. I really do. But I just don't see it, man. They already showing that energy that they don't want that fight. And I see it for what it is, and I'm not liking it, but I hope you're right.
Even if Fury wins, they don't want it.
But 1-2, again, if they don't fight AJ, they have to fight Dillian White. Do you really think they want to fight Dillian White?
No, not in
Hell nah, they don't want to fight with Dillian White.
I don't. You know what? I hope both you guys are right. But they somehow weasel their way out of it before. So I mean, I just go by consistencies, and they consistently ducking both of them dudes. So quack like a duck. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Quack attack, y'all. It's the quack attack. That's what they should call this fight. Yeah, what's quacking? We out here. Quack quack. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I really not feeling it, man. Not that one.
Yeah, I believe this heavyweight situation. It's going to fizzle out. They're gonna do their thing.
All right, hopefully.
And Spence and Bud, that negotiation there. What if Spence knock out Pacquiao at that?
Exactly. What's that gonna be at the bargaining table?
Bud's ego, you already know, man. Bud is not with that shit.
What if he knock out?
Bud was undisputed before, man, and I guess he bringing that to the table. Like, you ain't finna 60-40 him and shit. So,
well, he'll have to 60-40 then. Then I'm gonna agree with Tony Reviews. I'm gonna say take that fight 60. Shit, I don't care if it's fucking 70-30 or fucking 65-35. Take it and make it, and become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Bet on yourself. At that point, he's gonna have all the cards at the bargaining table. He just beat Manny Pacquiao, the legend. He just beat him for a belt that was passed around like a hot potato. And but go ahead and take it, man. Do it. I have to agree with Tony Reviews. Go ahead, take the chance to do it.
Appreciate you, Rod.
I think it's a risk. It's a risk for Bud to fight Spence off of all these low competition. I know Kell Brook, he accomplished and all that, but
so what you saying is Spence
he been fighting too low comp to get in there with Spence
to be favored.
Okay,
good enough to get in there. Hell yeah.
But wait a minute, check this out. So Spence is fighting the better competition in your view, right? The bigger names, the hotter guys, right? The stronger guys, right? So after coming off a fight with Manny Pacquiao and Sean Porter in an accident, who's really taking the risk fighting who?
Factoring that in.
Yeah, after the accident, it'll be Danny and Pacquiao.
Yeah, Danny and Pacquiao, right? That's 3 big fights, and then he's coming in. That's why I said that Bud and fucking Spence should have fought first, and that would have benefited Manny because he would have been fighting for undisputed, and he got a young guy coming fresh off a war.
I think it's gonna be a war. I think it's gonna be one-sided ass whooping. Bud's gonna knock Spence the fuck out.
Man, I would be shocked if anybody gets knocked out.
I don't think it's going to be competitive at all. I think Spence is going to get fucked up from the bell ringing to the time he closes his eyes in the ring.
He closes his eyes in the ring.
Like this shit is so this shit pisses me off.
What
This is
the
so fucking stupid, bro. I don't understand. Like, how does anybody think Earl Spence Jr. stands a chance against Bud Crawford? Like, this dude is going to get fucked up so fucking bad. And I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but when compared to Bud, he's a bad fighter.
Oh God, he ain't gonna stop me.
I mean, Bud did knock out Cal Brook, but he was getting peppered up a little bit. That wasn't good.
For what? 10 seconds?
No, they was putting a little sauce on Bud Eye before the
who he talking about the Kell Brook shit?
Yeah, he's trying
to didn't Bud stop that man?
Hey, Black. He
made that man moonwalk sideways. Go ahead.
Black, let them chop it up. Why you talking from the side?
Stop talking from the side, bro.
Why you talking from the side, bro?
No, but he said he got
all that energy towards his man's, and Bud was standing right in front of it.
I mean, I hear people use that. Like, they say the same thing with Mean Machine before he got him up out of there. Like, yeah, man, I don't know. He dropped him, though. I'm like, didn't he stop that man, though?
I'm be honest.
The hell out that boy.
I'm not 100% convinced that Earl Spence Jr. can beat Mean Machine. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just being honest. I don't think Spence is what people's made him out to be. I really do not. I think.
So besides Bud Crawford and maybe questionably Mean Machine, who else you think beats Errol Spence right now?
Here's the problem that I see. All these guys are the same. What I mean by that is Sean Porter, same level as Errol Spence. Ugas, same level as them. Danny Garcia, same level. I don't really see much separation in between them.
Life or death of Porter. So
I just see them all as the same. And when I look at a guy like Bud, he's not the same. Their levels are very little difference. On any given night, I believe those PBC guys could beat each other. I believe it's a toss-up. Who wins?
But does Spence give Crawford the best scrap on that side of the street? He's the best one though out of all of them.
I think Thurman does if he's in the best, if he's in good shape.
I don't know.
If he's sharp.
At this point, you still think Keith might give Bud the best?
At this point, no. I said if he came in great shape and
the best Keith would have gave him. I agree. The best Keith, like when he was in his fucking prime on a tear, Keith would have. I have favorite Keith, I think, at one point, but not anymore.
I don't know. I think Spence is there to be hit, and I think that's going to end very badly when you're there to be hit against Bud.
Yeah, that's what I said. Well, if he feels like that, well, who else on that side of the street could really bring that smoke to Bud then? Because that's if like, is this your king? If he do him like that, just throw the nigga off the cliff. It's just like, well, who else is gonna step?
So you think he knocks out Ennis too?
I don't.
Oh, Ennis is not on that side, but yeah, whoever.
I don't think anybody at welterweight beats Bud at this moment.
Damn, Bud is in his own fucking bracket, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, because Tony's right. Like skill wise, and I mean, the only time this dude's at risk is when he decides to be at risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like, yo, I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna kind of like what Haney did. He went in there and he mixed it up with Linares going for the KO. And when you take risks like that, that's why they call risks.
But see the difference.
So if there's nobody at 47, what about somebody coming up from 40? Can somebody do that?
Hold on.
No.
Say this real fast. The difference with Bud is this: with like Haney, right? When he got hurt by Linares, he held on for dear life. When Bud goes down, when he gets rocked, when he gets hurt, he fucking goes Goku and turns Super Saiyan. It's like some shit I've never even seen before. He gets a fucking power up. Every time this dude is hurt, he comes like, it's like somebody puts an up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
Yeah, it's a fact. What I'm saying, though, is when people criticize the fact that he was down, there's a reason why that happened. What I'm trying to say is he's putting on a show for you. But then he got up and did what? When they brought up the Gamboa fight, when he was stunned, whatever, This is when he was undefeated. This is when they were at 135. This is when Gamboa was a hot commodity, not just a name to put on your padded record.
When 50 Cent was after Gamboa, that Gamboa.
Right.
Yeah, his power
Like
is
pound for pound.
I give him that.
You know,
said what, bro?
I say, yeah, Bud, his power is undeniable. I give him that. But him, like, that could be your detriment sometimes too. If you get caught with a good shot and you're trying to rush in, trying to get it back so fast, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know how they would fight each other, but I just feel like Spence, he's the bigger guy. You know,
I know how that fight gonna go.
Here's the problem. Right? Spence is bigger as far as weight is concerned because he's full of alcohol. Okay, he's got a lot of yeast in him. Okay? The difference with Bud is the more powerful, stronger man. Like this dude outside of boxing trains for strength. That's all the fuck he does. That's why whenever he gets in there with these other guys, he rags dolls them like they're little fucking kids. Like nobody across from Bud has ever been stronger than him, regardless of size. The dude trains for strength, and it translates in the ring. A lot of coaches in boxing don't like lifting weights. They don't like guys being strong, but it's worked out good for Bud.
Yeah,
he do. He
obviously
got discipline because he said out his mouth like he like shit.
I truly feel in that fight, too, guys, is that Spence's jab will be a non-factor. Matter of fact, it'll put him in danger if he fights Bud, righty or lefty. And this is why when you seen, all right, Kell Brook in there, right? He was literally jabbing over the top and countering the jab with a jab. When he was fighting when he was fighting Spence. Now he attempted to do that with Bud, and how did Bud finish that fight? With a counter jab.
Pretty much.
That's just a clink clank, and he set him up with the power that Tony's talking about, and from it was like a 6-inch punch.
Man,
you know what
shit was crazy.
To the top, and I was like, that's crazy. So it would be a non-factor in the fight, and that is what he bases his entire offense off of, is his jab, unless he's got you in the corner. So, yeah, skill-wise, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
That's just my take. I mean, I could be wrong, but
and there's a thing too that like a lot of people don't realize. Like Bud Crawford is not a natural ambidextric fighter. He's naturally a right-handed fighter. So what gets lost in translation is this. A lot of trainers want you to train towards your dominant side, right? So if you're right-handed, they want your right arm back so you generate more power. If you're left-handed, left hand back, right? Now, here's the thing, though. When you can switch stances, okay, your power hand, your right hand that you're dominant, now that jab that's going to connect a lot is going to be a lot more fucking powerful because now your power hand is jabbing somebody in the face, softening them up with every fucking blow. And a lot of people don't take that into account. That's why a lot of people say Bud fights better southpaw than he does traditional because he's hitting them with every shot is a hard shot.
That's true. And I mean, Oscar De La Hoya made a whole career out of that. And so did Miguel Cotto. They fought with their dominant hand up front. Right. And they would as they lead hand.
To now, that's how many fights. Would Spence be in that 147 his whole career, right? Would that play a factor into it?
No.
No, I doubt it. Not against that style. Hell no.
I think Bud has had too many fights at 147. His body is completely acclimated, and it's not going to be a factor. And plus, like I said, it would be different if
his size is not going to be a factor.
Right. But like I said, it would be different if Spence was big because he was strong, but he's big because he's got yeast in his belly and underneath his nipples forming titties. Like there's a problem. Like we're not talking about good weight. We're talking about he's bigger because of bad weight. You know what I mean? It's different.
So like hamburger and shit. Like
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if Spence really about that shit, if he like trying to go to Bud, like he can't be drinking or nothing at all. Like after this fight, man, he got to be during negotiations and
Shit,
everything.
he better not be drinking for this fight.
He can't even like be.
hell no, you better not be drinking for Pacquiao fight.
Can't even blow back up that high, man. He need to stay because I heard Bud say he stay around his fight weight all the time.
Hey, shit, Spence know when they had that face to face when he had the red hoodie on.
Touch it again.
Yep.
Yeah,
Touch
Bud,
it again, son.
7 right there.
That man was already in shape, ready to go.
I don't
He
know.
called him. He
Maybe,
said, "You too small." He was like, "You fat."
Yeah.
Maybe not because he is like he is like more skilled. He can do more stuff than Spence, but I just don't see neither one of them knocking each other out. I think it'll be like a 12. It's gonna be a whole fight. I think
That'd be dope. You know, if it's a just dope ass
How many
chess match.
How many real power punches has Spence been against to test his chin?
Danny's considered power puncher, right?
Get the fuck out of here. That dude ain't knocked nobody out at 147. Who's he knocked out?
he did clean his clock in like the 10th round.
Who?
Danny Garcia. He had hit Spence with a nice shot. I mean, he got hit with like some nice shots. It wasn't nobody like as powerful as Bud, but
Right. I mean, I'm just talking about the punchers that Spence been in there with. He's still considered a puncher, whether he's a big puncher at 47 or not, Tony. He's still considered a puncher.
Considered a puncher, Danny.
Danny's considered a puncher. Who else though? Shit, wasn't Lamont definitely ain't no motherfucker. Algieri. No, not Algieri.
The kickboxer.
Not him. What about not Porter? Porter's not really.
Porter completely smothers all his power.
It's not really a powerful punching dude. Damn, that's a good ass question. He ain't really been in there with too many punches. That's why the Danny Garcia fight, a lot of people was looking at it like, ooh, he might have some problems. Because actually Danny can actually crack.
I was gonna say Bundu, but he's 90.
Yeah. I watched Porter last night, man. He ain't no puncher like that.
Nah, Porter, we can't really count Porter.
So
I guess just Danny, man. Just Danny, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Mikey. And Mikey's a puncher, but from a low weight class. So
yeah,
Mikey,
but hey, when he fought Mikey, what did he do?
He ran. I mean, not ran, but I didn't say he ran. He boxed. Yeah, he boxed.
Yeah, I want to show my skills, my boxing skill. And that's what I said. Why give this man his only opportunity to beat you? I wasn't mad at Spence for that, but I mean, one thing that Mikey can do is pop. Like I said, I think Mikey could probably punch as hard or harder than Danny.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think that dude got pop.
I guess if you're a Garcia, you just got equal punching power and shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't matter.
I don't know, but I mean, he got good punching power for 147.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock Mikey. I'm not gonna say that Mikey can't. I never heard someone say that Mikey can't punch. So
Mikey struggled against Vargas. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he struggled against Vargas. But what happened? Did he how many times did he rock Vargas? Did he put Vargas on his ass?
Yeah, but Vargas was just looking like shit against AB. And AB
I'm saying that's at 147. That's at 147 though. That's still a bigger guy. So I mean, he does have power. I want
to say Fresh BX just said something about Brook having a 64% KO ratio. Is he considered a puncher? I don't think so.
You know what?
Brook.
He's got some pop.
He do
got chocolate some brownie. Chocolate brownie.
Not a lot of people really consider him a big puncher, just a guy who gonna really jab.
He neutralized Porter.
Yeah, he did, but
see, here's my problem.
Brook and Danny.
I don't really give Earl Spence Jr. a lot of credit, and I don't give Terrence Crawford a lot of credit for beating Kell Brook, because Kell Brook in both cases had to drain himself down to fight both guys. So I would be a hypocrite to give one credit and not the other. Like, I thought after Kell Brook fought Triple G, he had no business going back to 147.
Yeah, then he was Kell Brook.
Yeah. Like, and then he's been fighting at 154 for 3 fights, and then he comes back down to 147 to fight Bud. Like, he looked horrible.
Too much.
Yeah. Well, you want to disqualify that one, huh? Okay. So
that's what I'm saying about Tank, bro. Like going up, and what if he come back down to 135? Ain't that's too much moving around?
You know what sucks though? Is we probably not gonna see him, and that's what sucks. The fact that we may not see the damn fight, and why not? Fuck, we over here speculating, and it's like these motherfuckers might not fight. How fucking awful is that?
Red asked a question in the chat: is Vada being used for this fight? I mean, according to an article, statements made from Spence on an interview, I guess he said that Vada will be used for this fight, but I don't know when. They haven't started yet, so we'll see.
They gonna do one test after the fight's over.
So yeah, we should have asked specific questions like when will it start? And will there be testing after the fight? All of that.
But I think people are going too far with Pacquiao's legacy, talking about if he wins, he's better than Floyd. I think that's going a little too far.
His legacy is better. They can say that.
It depends. It depends. Because Manny's legacy is already better than Floyd's. Now, if you want to this is what I always say. You have to use 2 different categories when you compare these 2 guys. One is legacy, one is who's the better fighter. It's as clear as day that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the better fighter because he beat him, and he did it easily. But hands down, Manny's got the better legacy, like without a question.
Yeah, he just went further than Floyd. He's won in multiple weight classes. He's still an active,
against
fighter
top
today.
Competition.
Against
which
top.
Floyd really wasn't giving us even at the end of his unretired career. And so in that case, you can say that, man.
Higher in the greatest boxers rankings than Floyd.
You said what?
So Pacquiao is ranked higher than Floyd in the greatest boxers.
It's greatest boxers. Like if you comparing who box better, we gonna say Floyd.
Yeah.
But when we talking about his overall career and accolades, his accomplishments, I mean, how can you not get at the Pacquiao?
Man, he's still on fire.
Yeah, he's still just on the tear, man. He's still
Floyd retired.
And like you look at it, like they both fought this, or they both about to fight this year. Floyd last opponent was 0-1. Manny Pacquiao's next opponent is what? Almost 30-0.
Floyd exhibitions, that's not even.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about just how far Pacquiao is still going. He's in an actual sanctioned bout still as a 43-year-old senator and shit.
And and that tells you right there that the IVs ain't as good as those shakes.
Guess not, man.
But I don't know. It's just like the 7 losses. It's like
don't matter, bro. You look at Gabe Rosado might go to the Hall of Fame. He got 13 losses.
They both fantastic,
but
though.
What you gotta understand though is here's what you gotta understand. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has good wins, but a lot of his good wins have so much shit going on around it, whether there's a catch weight, so a rehydration clause, whether he's catching them at the tail end of their career where they don't look as dominant. Like there's a lot of shit that goes with Floyd that doesn't go with Manny. Manny fought the best when they were at their best. So yes, he has some losses, but he's got a lot more greater wins. And even some of them guys that he lost to, he came back to beat, like Morales.
Yeah. If Pac-Man beats Spence, OMG. I ain't gonna be shocked at all.
It'll be.
I'm not.
I think if whoever wins this fight is going to be good for the sport. To be honest with you.
I just feel like if wins, man, he gonna be on that exhibition shit, holding belts hostage and shit.
Who?
That's why I'd rather Spence win.
You said Pacquiao gonna be on some exhibition type shit?
He was just doing it for 2 years.
Wait, no.
Who?
2 years he
didn't
fight
McGregor and Garcia.
Oh my God! Wait.
And if he beats Spence,
So you said he was on some exhibition type stuff because he had fought who?
No, before booking this fight, when he got stripped for trying to do these exhibitions.
No, that is not true at all. Fucking his sanctioning body came out and said initially they said they sanctioned the Conor McGregor fight, that was going to be a legit fight, and then Conor lost and it fell apart. Mikey Garcia was
No, Ryan Garcia.
Let me finish. Garcia was the one coming out talking about he's going to fight Manny. Manny never said he was going to fight him. That was all one-sided conversation. That was all one-sided talk. What we heard while all Mikey was running his mouth was Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao are supposed to be fighting. Bob Arum said it got delayed because of COVID, and then it ended up not panning out because they didn't want to pay Manny what he wanted, and then Manny got in there with Spence. So there was no exhibitions going on. He just didn't fight for like 2 years. So I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
When the Pacquiao Crawford talks was happening, he was already stripped.
You know, because they had negotiations before COVID.
Yes,
they were negotiating before that, and then it got delayed.
June 5th date. You remember they had the Bud and Pacquiao June 5th. He was already stripped. He ain't had a belt. He ain't had a WBA belt because everybody
it was two. Hey, Tony reviews. Wasn't there two different?
Yeah.
It was like two different scenarios because they started trying to make the fight happen before COVID hit, and then after that, like when everybody started coming back.
If it was gonna be for Earl or Bud, guess what? That WBA would have been right there. They would have pulled that shit right back into, the whole situation. It didn't matter. They was gonna pull that belt back one way or the other. So I don't even know why they gave it to Ugas, to be honest with you. But they would just to make the fight bigger for promotion, they would have pulled that WBA back.
So this is what I'm talking about. So he's talking about when Mayweather beat Canelo. Okay, now here's the thing. We all saw Canelo struggle against Austin Trout, who's like a bootleg version of Mayweather before Mayweather decided to fight him. Okay, now going past that. Going past that. He made Canelo fight in an imaginary weight class of 152. That doesn't even exist. But Canelo had to be 152. Then not only did he have to be 152, but he could not rehydrate for the fucking fight. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, he beat the shit out of Canelo. He made Canelo look like a sparring partner. But there's a lot of background shit that went on around it. It's bullshit.
Hey, you said Canelo didn't rehydrate for the fight. Hell the fuck yeah, he did. He was big than a motherfucking in that.
I know he was not. He was only allowed to get 10 pounds. If he would have gained more than 10 pounds because he weighed in the night of the fight, there was a stipulation involved.
Damn, but I thought motherfucker looked like he's about 20 pounds.
That it was a dangerous fight for Floyd.
Everybody said that. Yeah.
I don't see how it was a dangerous fight whenever Canelo had like 40 wins over fucking Mexican cab drivers that nobody heard of.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was risky though. He had momentum, bro. Canelo did have momentum. I remember that. Canelo offered that weight, right, to Floyd. That's what Ulis game said. Canelo offered that weight. Again. So maybe he wanted that weight just to be able to get the fight. That was the only way the fight probably happened.
Tell me about Cotto then. What happened with Floyd and Cotto? Tell me some background knowledge about that.
What do you know? Floyd beat his ass. That's all I know.
I think that was a great win.
Yeah, it's a great win. Better win than
But let me ask you this. Did Floyd Mayweather beat Miguel Cotto when he was still undefeated? No. Wait. Did Floyd Mayweather try to fight Miguel Cotto while he was calling him out while he was still undefeated?
I think Floyd was trying to call him out early. All of them dudes early. When they were at
it wasn't until after Margarito beat the shit out of Cotto with that plaster in his fucking gloves that Mayweather wanted to fight him. It wasn't until after he got a loss. So again, you also have who 1-2 knows about Paul Williams. Paul Williams stayed calling out Mayweather. Mayweather didn't want that. He ran from that. That is the only duck I can officially say was a fucking duck. Mayweather ducked the fuck out of Paul Williams.
At that time, was he like a mandatory or something, or like a number one contender to his belt or some shit?
He was a champion.
Oh, he was a champ. And he just didn't want to unify with him?
But I think Cotto,
this guy beats that guy. That guy beats that guy. I don't know who that guy is, even though we signed under the same promoter, you know, in the same weight class, who's a champion.
Damn.
I don't know. Paul Williams,
See,
he probably like one of
goes in.
those low reward dudes.
Hey, has Pacquiao really ducked anybody, man? When you factor that in.
No.
He ducked Bud for
Okay,
7
so-
years.
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually a good one.
Wait. You said he ducked what?
Yeah.
So here's what a duck is. Here's what a duck is, okay? Let me tell you what a duck is. A duck is when you don't fight somebody to fight somebody who's an easier opponent. That's a duck.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
hold on, wait.
Good counter,
Wait,
good counter.
no, let me finish. According to you, Errol Spence can beat Bud Crawford. So what you're telling us is if Manny ducked Bud to fight Earl, then we know that you are admitting that Bud is the better fighter.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Man,
I mean,
Tony.
The plan was to fight Bud for undisputed. He ain't lying, so you can't really knock Spence, to be honest. If he don't fight Bud, if after he beat Pacquiao, then that's just like a clear duck.
No. That's not what I was saying. You said Manny Pacquiao ducked Bud Crawford, okay? What I said was in order for you to duck somebody, you have to fight another person who is worse than the original person you were supposed to fight. In other words, and let's say I'm supposed to fight you, right? But I get the opportunity instead of fighting you to fight Tyson Fury. I'm not ducking you because I'm fighting somebody better than you. So what I'm saying is this. Manny is no longer fighting Bud. According to you, you said Spence was a better fighter than Bud. So he's fighting a harder.
Oh, no. I'm talking about, I said he ducked Bud for 7 years back when he fought Jeff Horn and shit. Not right now. You can make
you can say that when they was with Top Rank, yeah.
Yeah, they're both with Top Rank. That's why I said that.
I could say that he kind of ducked Bud right now. Because if he took 20 to fight Thurman for the WBA, and he needed 40 to fight, fight Bud for the WBO, that tells me that he thinks that Bud's the better fighter too.
Damn.
So
that's my only point that I'm trying to say.
Right.
So what I'm trying
and
to
it might have came with Vada too, so he needs an extra 20 mil.
Yeah, Manny probably do see Bud as better than Spence.
But you know what's crazy about that, guys, is that Bob said, "No way, he don't deserve it." So, did he really, or did Bob just say? But it tells the tale that these guys want. I mean, hey, even Keith said, "I want 10 million to fight Bud." But how much is he taking to fight Porter?
Has Manny Pacquiao ever stated that he out his own mouth that he wants to fight Bud Crawford? Now, first BX just said Bob came out and said he was the one who stopped Bud from fighting Pac when they was both at Top Rank. But also his trainer Freddie Roach came out and said that he didn't want that fight with Pacquiao too. So what do we go with? Because people saying Bob Arum stopped it. It's been interviews where I watched it, but Freddie Roach is like, no, we're not going that direction, and comparing him to like a Floyd Mayweather style or whatever. So it's like I think Pacquiao ducked Crawford. I think he avoided that. When you want a great double, you got to get double what you got from when you fought Keith just to fight Bud Crawford. And we know this guy ain't he don't sell out fucking big ass stadiums and shit yet. So
he told Bud he's gonna get 10 million, I get 40 million.
Damn.
I think at that point in the first time, I think Bob was protecting his brand and the names in his brand, but now he's protecting his pockets. So, because you can't say that he was protecting Manny this time because Manny not signed with him.
Bud, I think he tried to get Bud a big fight. He tried to get him the Manny fight.
Yeah.
But he just didn't want to pay for it.
So, 40 fucking million. You don't know that.
$40 million.
People don't like Bob though, man.
People don't like Bob. Not now. I don't. I mean, he does get them where they gotta go, but man, he does it at the cheapest price. And I mean, I get it's a business, but damn, man, a little investment in your investment would be nice. You
Right.
know,
There's no way in hell Bud should sign back, man.
Right.
Bud will and should lose a lot of fans if he signed back, dog. Dude, he just talk shit. He talks shit about Bud in the media, dog. And he's not getting them the fights, man. There's no reason to stay here.
Oh, Fresh BX says that Bob or Pacquiao did say it in a certain interview that he would fight Bud. Okay, I just never heard it before. So he basically said he thinks it's Bob's fault. Well, we'll see.
yeah, it could be true too. Because I mean, he did intercept the shit. So
Yeah, Bob is a fucking scumbag. So yeah, fuck Bob Arum. Bob Arum doesn't give a shit anyway. But fuck you, you
look at
scumbag.
that picture. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, I've been dealing with shit for the last 70 years. You're stupid, Bob Arum, man. But really, man, that's all we got for this one, man. Y'all got any shout outs, anything y'all want to plug? Anything coming up? Tony reviews?
No, I ain't got nothing coming up, you know.
Nothing.
Other than, you know what it is. We got 241 promotions. Catch me now because you're not going to want me tomorrow.
241 promotions. Man, that should just keep going up and up. I remember when it was 212 at one point. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Do you be eating? Shout out
Two
to Tony
what?
Reviews.
How much you weighing now?
I'm at 241 on the
Damn, man. Shit.
in the morning.
Protein promotions, man.
Hell yeah. Shit. Dean Pascal shit. Bob not in the business of losing money. Not anymore.
Or spending it.
Or spending. For some reason, T.O. resigned, right? Hey, so what you think about that Grindhard Sports? You know, should T.O. be losing fans? Like how you said Crawford should lose fans for signing back.
No, he already lost me outside the ring. I mean, I'll watch his fights. He fighting somebody really good, but
he out of there. Then he done.
I don't get that.
Yeah, that was weird. Why he signed back too? Because he was going through it with Bob about this Cambosis fight.
I mean, he was talking all kind of shit about Bob and
Yo,
Top Ranking.
Bob tried to intercept that fight. Yeah, don't give him. Come on, DAZN. Don't bid on it. Come on, baby.
And Bud's 33 though, man. It's like I don't want to trying to fight him when he like 37 and 38, and Bud need to get in there. He get the big fights. He got too much talent.
That's a fact that he is getting older, but you know what? I don't ever see that man drinking. I don't ever see that man partying, and all that dude do is train. So I mean, the long aging this man out might be in a mistake because they might age faster than him.
Yeah,
lifestyles
right. They playing themselves. T.O.'s going to lose his titles on a scale. Look it, man. There's a lot of people saying that shit.
Man, I thought he couldn't sell. That's why I think.
What are the two?
Oh no, man. He'll look big.
It was the scales or the sales. One of them.
Yeah, man. If he loses to the scales, man, damn. Then that's
right.
Damn.
I heard they dropped the prices for them tickets and everything.
You imagine that? He won all of them belts, man, just to lose it on the scales in the next fight. That'd be some shit. He would have to leave Tank alone. You would never be able to clown Tank again. You finished. You got to leave Tank name alone if you miss weight.
But you know what's funny about you saying that? It seems like these boxers that talk shit, say like Billy Joe Saunders, something, but I wait because of my eye. Got his eye broke. Like there's been a lot of karma going around with dudes calling out other dudes, and then it happens to them.
They better be careful out here, man. All that. Hey, remember Dylan White was talking shit about Wilder that he got stretched by Bavarian? Damn. I was like, damn, man, y'all better shut the fuck up and just let shit happen, man. Just stay out of people's business, man. Don't even comment on it. Like, karma fucking niggas up this year. Who else, man? Who next? Who else been talking shit that's think shit sweet out here?
Blair Cobbs, he calling out everybody. Shout out to Blair Cobbs, but it's fun though. I mean, to me, this is fun. Even it tried to get some spotlight with Gabe Rosado. He jumped in there, woo!
Right. Try to steal some
But
spotlight.
I do feel like it was legit. You know what I mean? Like he just went in there and was just like
Right.
happy for his boy. But yeah, man. But I mean, I like his energy, but he said he basically was like talking about these guys. You guys should see that interview. Damn, where did I see it? But he's like talking about Spence, Pacquiao, Thurman, all these guys like they was nothing.
Man, let me tell you something. Blair the Flair Cobbs is the future. Woo!
How old is he? Is he like 33?
He said the future. Yeah, 42 years old.
So he trying to cut the line to get up. But shout out to him for saying, "Yo, man, I can't be holding back right now. I ain't got much time, so I'm gonna make one of these fights happen."
This nigga full-fledged grandpa out here. You talking about he the future and shit.
I don't know how old he is. Anybody know?
I don't know. I think you're right though. I think he is up there in age. Like, what?
We'll look it up real quick, man.
The future. Woo!
Oh, I love this dude though. The dude is so fucking funny. He need to get
I do.
He's 31. He's 31 years old.
Yeah, he up there.
Damn, he got some crazy looking images on the internet. The first shit that popped up. God damn. Why they doing like
He said
that?
the first shit that popped up. Yeah, I mean, and they people be flaming like Andre for his weird shit. And I'm like, this dude, you know, like this dude, I got like Blair, man. I got him above Andre the weird, man. This
Weird of
dude,
the year, huh?
Yeah, man. But I like the energy though.
Yo, I'm about to jump off, but real quick question. Did y'all talk about because I did a video on it about how Charlo said that Andrade's got to fight Montiel before he could fight him?
Yeah.
They broke the news to me. One of them broke the news to me. I was like, man, shit getting worse and worse.
That's that Deontay Wilder energy right there. You got to fight Luis Ortiz before you fight me, Dillian White.
Right after he said he wasn't a matchmaker, he made a match between two other people.
Right.
Boy,
I can't believe he did that, man. But hey, it's crazy. Demetrius Andrade might do it anyway. Like, fuck it. Let me get it. Let me just blaze him out and knock him out since you went life or death with him, and he still won't get the fight. You know. Hopefully they do something with this dude. Want to?
Yeah.
I actually want to see him versus Gabe Rosado because I know he's not gonna step up and fight a champ. But
I hope so. I hope it happens.
I'll be a huge fan of Gabe Rosado. I'm already a fan of him, but I'll be a fan for life if he blazes out Jaime. Horrible fighter.
What if Jaime pulls it off?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be some momentum right there.
That'd be some serious momentum for him too. So I mean, it's not bad for the fans. It's not bad. It's not a bad fight, and he is campaigning at 168. So yeah, I didn't even realize that he was campaigning at 168. Jaime Munguia.
Wait a minute, that fight was at 68. That his last fight?
Well, if he said he wants to fight him, that's where he's going to be campaigning.
Oh, I thought. Well,
I don't know what that fight was either. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh shit, that this dude is, because he came from 154 too, right? Both of them.
That fight that had to been at 160, but Rosado might go down and fight.
But tell me this, right? They both came from the same place, right? And moved up. This man's a champion, right? Gabe, not Gabe, but Munguia, right?
Former champ.
Who's the bigger name? With all them losses, who's the bigger name?
Oh, right now, I mean, I don't know who's the bigger name. Munguia does make
Gabe Rosado, man.
He the bigger name, like just by miles.
The bigger name, and so what I'm saying by that is, it's okay to let your O go, as long as you challenging yourself. Look what Gabe doing. Who make more money?
So Gabe pulling off the upset on Munguia.
I'm just saying, like, if that's what people is holding on to, they talk about money and O's and all that. Look what Gabe did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He did on some big champ shit. Ain't afraid of no smoke, and he's doing just fine, y'all.
They say he gonna get a good ass payday in his next fight too. I'm like, that's what's up.
And everybody talking about him. So his name is buzzing. I don't hear anybody talking about Munguia other than us right now for his next fight.
Right. We want to see
Just
him
to
well.
just
I want
the
to see him
just
get
the
blazed.
point. But all right, y'all. Yo, thanks for having me, Black. Tony Reviews. I'm sorry. What's the dude's name?
Grind Hard Sports.
What is it?
Grind Hard Sports Nation.
Grind Hard Sports. All right, I'll never forget it again. Grind Hard Sports. Nice chopping it up with you. Nice chopping up with the chat. Yo, thanks again, Black. Always a pleasure. And
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and sub to these guys, man. You know what I mean? And that's Tony Reviews and Grind Hard Sports. So go ahead, sub to them guys, man. And I'm out. Thanks again, y'all. Peace.
Shout out to 1-2 Kid. And then Grind Hard Sports, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. And adding to the discussion today, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yes, sir. And big shout out to the whole clique, man. Everybody that came through. The ones that caught the playback. Flaming family, y'all that came through, man, and hit the like button. And everybody that was in the live chat, all the members. And please check out the channels tab on the way out. I'm BHP, man. Peace.